giving us want to go. If you go the way of the nurse, Umi will go to jail definitely for negligence.
No, we are not going through the case of nurse. You understand? Because even
you have to bring the nurse. That's why Paparano said the nurse must be brought to court. There's no way he will conclude this case without bringing the nurse.
Right.
So if you are bringing the nurse, definitely the nurse must involve Wumi. She has already.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
She's the one that called the nurse. You call
Right.
the nurse says she's coming. You see, we only area where I actually blame the Baba lawyer and every other lawyer in that court who examine Wumi is the area of embalmment. None of you made mention of embalmment for the whole CTC stories. Do you understand me?
No. It was questioned. Adura answered.
No, that's Adura.
Adura answered that part.
The guy was dead. They asked her the question of going back home. Right? You remember?
Yeah. Yeah, they asked her how did she she said she did not know. She took a second Uber.
The lawyer to continue to ask, okay, when you got home, what happened to the body? Who do now? Because everybody knew it was embalmed. The lawyer, Baba lawyer, knew he was embalmed. Why do you guys dodge the play without putting it to the wife? Ibẹ̀yẹn náà bá ti nail obìnrin yẹn straight away.
There are some things here. Papa don't come on.
Bayo, were you in the house? Yes or no? Were you there when your husband was embalmed? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Because this question, there's no way Wumi can.
Very essential. She cannot dodge because she was in the house.
Yes, she was in the house.
Very essential question.
Already you say you have gone home.
And the people were coming.
You lose your mind. You don't know how you got home. Very good.
Yeah.
Did you lose your mind also? When he was
she said she lost her mind. Yeah, she said she lost her mind.
And that's what I'm saying, because if they would have put that question to her right there, she would have been in the police net by now with Adura or compromise, because already both of them will have been involved in embalmment.
In the embalmment.
Yes, Wumi cannot dodge the embalmment case. You are the wife. You have already acknowledged that you went back home, right? Not that they took me to my mother's house. Not that they took me because I was
to an hotel. They didn't take me anywhere else. You took Uber. Even you went Uber home. And on your way home, they asked you
where they carry the body go. It's none of your business. You went and you say it was the brother. Fine.
That took the dead body home.
This is why I even suspected Baba lawyer. That won't go away. Why would you ask that? What by your counsel talk? It's a vital question.
But I know, faithful God, let me tell you something. This is something about legal standing here. When you're in that court here, I will see it better. I will have asked that question, but he might not have noted that aspect. The time he remember to ask that, faithful God, wait. I'm sorry, let me finish.
I'm coming. I don't want you to finish before I object you. Sorry, bro. See, every lawyer, before you go to court, you must have prepared your book. The book is
line of questioning. Yes.
Yes, God bless you, brother. There is no way you will not be consulting your book. If you go, okay. If I ask you, Bayo, where did you go to? 2 questions. Bayo is going to answer me. He said that he goes to buy food or he goes to buy fuel. If he say he goes to buy food, what is the next question? Do I need to ask Bayo?
What kind of food? What kind of food did you buy? Where did you buy the food?
Do you understand me? So you have your book prepared. You won't say you forget that line of thought. That you won't ask that. Come on now. Ṣé Riaza kò tó lọ church lọ sí court. You do Riaza. You check the question. You want to cross-examine a witness. You get your line of question intact. When you get there, there's no distraction because you know where you want to nail this stuff. Paparano, you are disturbing us. Paparano,
if you know what you want to talk about, mute.
I mean, they do BG.
They like pew. Thank to God. But you know the question was revisited with Adura.
Yes.
And Adura said that when they got home, it was Darosha that did the embalmment, and then I asked, why didn't I ask? When you are doing when you are performing this drama, that was the language you used. When you are performing this drama, was the wife present? He said yes.
Okay, so he has already indicted Wunmi already.
That's what I'm telling you. That the first instant they did not indict Wunmi, but the second instant Adura indicted Wunmi. But it is not left for two of them to defend themselves. Oh, I was upstairs. I didn't even know. Or maybe now she can say I'm inside, but upstairs. And she can say I'm downstairs, but they were doing it upstairs. I mean, you understand? Like, just like now, when they went to write the embalmment story now, that Darosha was the one that was in that because he was the one that said it online that he embalmed his cousin. When they got to the station, he indicted Adura. When the Adura wanted to write a statement, Adura indicted Wunmi. You can see the drama. You can see the drama. It was not. Darusha did not indict Wunmi. It was Adura that indicted Wunmi.
Bayo, please, 1 second. You see this big Cersei? She came up here yesterday to change some narrative. She told us yesterday that the CTC we have is not what she has. So she's here. Big Cersei, you told us yesterday that you don't have it handy. Do you have it handy today now to tell us what you have? Because we're definitely going to go after the Nigerian government if CTC is 2, like you said. Big Cersei.
He's sleeping.
She's not. She's just coming off and on. She's there.
Susie for justice, you are wasting your time with this Big Sexy.
No, you see, there are some things when they come from Wunmi's. These are the things we need to begin to put together. The only way we're going to get these people, this police, Nigerian government, to act on this case is 2. You understand? For me, I am going to begin to tag them. I've said I'm waiting on one something for next week. I'm going to begin to put it on newspaper with my full chest to accuse them that they has hand in the death of Mohbad. Yes, I'm going to do that. You see, when we're beginning to drag their names, you understand, drag the authorities' name into this case, think they will act better. So what this girl came up to say yesterday is a golden opportunity for us to put it out there. This girl is Wunmi's ally. You understand? She came up and said that the CTC we have is not what they have. So that's mean, do we have 2 CTC? You know, already the result, the autopsy result they read for us is not what we know that is the result. So everything that we are having on this case is double. So what do? We put the authority in a situation we're beginning to accuse them with the killers of Mohbad. You understand? That is what we need to do. And that is the language these people hear. That's the language they understand. We're going to begin to accuse them. They know what happened to this boy. They are part of the people. Some branch of the police is part of the people that killed Mohbad. That is what we need to do. Because if we continue this way and we don't drag them and we are waiting for their investigation, we don't begin to pinch them. It's going to take just one officer to say, no, this is too much for me. This is not what I stand for. You understand? The right thing needs to be done. We're beginning to set trouble in their midst because it's not all Nigerian police that is supporting what is going on right now. So we're beginning to accuse them. If that is how they want their name to go down in history, if that's the legacy that the current IG of police is going to leave behind when he leaves the office, let it be. We're going to begin to drag them into it because these people are up to something. So for this girl to have it with her full chest, come up and say, oh no, the CTC you're reading up and down is not what we have, then what do they have? They gave us a fake result, manipulated result.
Susie
That
for
is not the
justice.
results that we know about as for last year, November last
Susie
year.
for
It's not what they come
Susie
up
for
with.
justice. Susie for justice. That I knew one policeman that is against this, and they hug him. Can you hear about
Speak
one
up,
policeman they
please.
hug in his
Speak
house
up, please.
about 3 months ago? But I'm just quiet on that. This is Nigeria for you. This is Nigeria for you, honestly. Hmm.
Did I send by you away? No.
Well,
So for
maybe the
me,
network, maybe the network got
yeah.
you.
So Flora, open. Don't just be muting. Open and talk because you have the nerve to come up here yesterday and say, "Oh, the cities you people have is not what you have." We asked you to read it out. What you have to read it out yesterday. You say you are not with your phone. I guess for you to have the nerve to come up here today, you should probably have it ready, handy with you to come and defend what you have for us. So just unmute and give us what you have. Then we'll know. Because you people are working together with the police to kill the case. You know. They're working together. So that's what we need to do. For real. Because the road to the justice is going to be rocky. It's not going to be easy. And if really we really want to fight this justice, then we should get ready to meet the unmeetable on the road. You know, freedom don't come cheap. It comes with a price. We've not started paying the price yet. So if really we want to change things and we are not okay with what the system is doing, then this is a golden opportunity for us to change it. We can't change it at once, but we need to force their hand to do the right thing. You know, and I believe the way we are going, if we put more pressure, it's going to affect them too. These people travel abroad. You know, when we're beginning to attack them at home and attack them abroad, when they come to your city, you see them anywhere in your city to come and flash, spend money, attack them, disgrace them. You know, they will know they are human beings. When we say it's okay, it's Nigerian government, it's the police, it's people that is in that government. Nothing lasts forever. If it's meant for us to drag this case for the next 3 years that is left for this regime to go, we are going to be on it. After all, this boy that they just buried was kept in the mortuary for 3 years. So we're going to drag it. When governments change, system change. When government change, power change. You know, so it's going to be a long fight. We should get ready. If this is what we're going to do to change things, then we'll do it.
Susie, you got very good points. I just came off for 1 minute, okay? Can somebody drop this big eggs or whatever, Flora? She's not talking, just occupying space. There are people in the comment section who wants to talk. Can you drop her, please? She's not talking. Can you just drop her, please?
We have a president that couldn't win in his own state. You understand? Even the governor, he couldn't win in his own state. This is a payback
How many condoms remain for there? How many
of
use
them.
remain?
Papariano, 10.
I beg, it's
I
not me,
have
so
10 remain. How many do you need? How many condoms do you need? I have 10 remain. Pariano,
I'm
yeah.
here, oh Susie. I beg, don't say that I'm here.
But you see that ask for condom now. Papariano asked for condom. We're talking something
Papariano.
serious.
I don't know why
Asking
this.
for
I don't
condom.
know why Parano is just doing like this.
Papariano is something else
Is there no
sometimes.
respect for me? Why now?
I
Is it
told
because
you.
Susie is
Papariano.
here?
Papa feeling is getting
Papariano.
hot. We are
Papa,
hurting.
the person you
Don't
bring
bring
up,
wahala here. We are
the power
hurting.
you bring up,
He has been money.
the
Papa,
power
no,
you
you have
bring
been
up,
money
it's
since.
been doing,
Your rigging tone.
it's just
Your rigging
online,
tone
it's
has
just
been
online, and
awesome.
see,
See, as
Blodio,
Parano is sweating. Look at how Parano is sweating.
yeah, and she didn't
Parano, you
talk,
are
you better
sweating.
drop her down. The lady that you brought up, she's been doing, what do they call it? She's been doing
Ah,
la pio pio,
ah,
and they just online.
Parano, you are sweating.
ah.
Oh God.
Papa is big sexy doing that phone down with you.
Camera,
Eh?
camera down.
Camera up, camera
Maybe.
down.
Maybe. Because
Hey,
that one
maybe.
too.
Oh,
That
Flora,
one
you
too
cannot
kept
unmute.
quiet since. She doesn't talk.
She kept quiet
Flora,
too. She's
Flora,
she.
unmute Flora. You cannot unmute.
Hey.
Pio pio.
Unmute
My
Flora.
goodness, good.
Flora, unmute. Unmute your microphone.
You don't come and pretend for us, Sel. She said, unmute your microphone.
Yeah, so Flora, what's up? What's going on? Are you fine? Are you fine now?
Yeah, very fine.
All right.
Oh my God. She devil.
Jealous, they are jealous, right? Are they jealous?
Don't worry. No, we will not do any justice for you.
I'm telling you, I cannot hear to say, come and take your trophy for
There
Papa
is only
Riano,
there is
please.
only one way to paradise, and it's through Flora.
So, we can't we can't afford to lose you right now. Nobody's coming to take your trophy.
My love, my
That food is my room. You can get it. Yeah, it's there.
gone so soon.
No, we are not ready to sing out. We are not ready for that. Please, I beg.
Yeah, gone so soon.
Susan, Miss Susan, continue, Jared. They want you in comment section.
Oh, they want me in comment section? Okay. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say before Papariano used Lapiopio to distract me. Yeah. So we can do better. Let's do better. These people, if we're going to take it, this is their usual way of behaving. This is Nigerian police.
Susie, you were talking about the CCTV Flora is having.
Yeah,
she's
Flora told us yesterday she have one. So please, Flora, now it's time for you to give it to us, please, so that we can compare it with what we have. In that case, we'll know how to address the culprit of Mohbad's death, which is the other side of the other fashion of Nigerian police. Because as it is now, I am going to accuse them with full chest. They know what killed Mohbad, and they have hand in what killed Mohbad. Their action in the court of law has declared Nigerian police guilty and as a suspect of what happened to Mohbad based on their action. So they are also suspect right now to me. So Flora, please give us what you have.
What if what is in her hand is the original?
Then they give us the fake one. Then the lawyers, all the attorneys will go after them. Like they give us a fake result because that is not what they have in their hand. Mohbad's autopsy is not what they read to us.
Are you saying that, I mean, Flora is the reason why they gave fake to you?
No, Flora told us that yesterday on your platform that what the CTC we have is different than what she have, and Flora, big Ceci, confirmed to us that she's very good friend, not even an ally for a distance, a very close ally to Wumi. They talk all the time. So Flora will be in a better position if the government can beginning to look for her to tell us where she get her own copy of CTC phone that is different than what the public is reading, what we the public have. So I heard it for her, and I'm going to hold her responsible for that.
Did she tell you what CTC mean in the first place?
You see, they said our mouth is what get us in trouble. If she doesn't know what it means,
Well,
then
what
she
is
already got herself in trouble. She
Well, what
must know what it means before she said it, because she heard people reading it. So she know it's the CTC they are reading. And for her to come up and say what we have is not what she have, you
Don't
understand?
forget
She
that
definitely know what it is.
since everyone's statement has been changed. So maybe after the inquest, whatever people were said there was changed.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you
Or
want?
they have two systems that is for justice for Mohbad. One is for public, what they want public to know, and the second system is what they want to use in manipulating the case. So it's two systems, what they want the public to know, the one they want to use in manipulating the system. So we have two systems going on right now on Mohbad's case. That is what Flora has said. And based on the autopsy result is 100% true that we have two systems set up for Mohbad's case.
Did Flora say that under the oath?
Well, you see, if they can pick Arifa up, for what he said on his platform, not under the oath, then Flora is no different.
If she is connected.
She must be connected for her to say, for me to come,
the inspector, how do you know?
for me to come out with my food chest and say, Papariano, I have the CTC. Definitely, you ask me how did I get the CTC? I will tell you, hey, I got it from Bankole and Smith. That's the only person that have access to CTC. And I'll tell you, hey, I got it from Bankole and Smith. So if there's any question on the CTC, it's Bankole that the government will call and ask. So as it is right now, she gone. I've told her if I have the CTC in my position, I got it from an attorney. Okay, where did she get her own from? She need to tell us.
You want her to tell us where she got it from?
Yes.
That may be
Susie,
confidential.
who is Flora?
Maybe it's
Susie.
confidential.
It's one
Good
girl, oh,
good
it's
evening.
one little girl like Wumi, all this
How are you?
fine, good
Please,
evening. All this, all
Susie.
this destiny
Susie.
eater.
Is Flora here?
She there. She there.
No
Susie, good evening. How are you?
No disrespect, please. So it doesn't comes back, please.
Please, I don't want you to allow somebody to stress you unnecessarily. You understand? There is nothing like, if she says she's having a fake CTC, she should allow us to see the fake CTC she's having. There is nothing like fake CTC or original CTC. Like, there is nothing like the fake CTC is what the government wants us to know, and the original CTC is what the real thing that is happening. It's a criminal. It's a crime against the court,
How can a court look? This is this issue. The issue of the judgment of the governor of Kano State. Do you remember that case where the secretary of the court committed an error on the judgment, and then they now have two versions of judgment as regards the governor of Kano State. The NBA took them. The NBA want to take them up, and it requires intervention from different parts of the country before that case was not turned into fracas. You understand? So if any court is having a fake citizen and an original citizen, is a criminal case against them. So the person that is even coming out to say there is a fake citizen, the person should not let them get him or her. You understand? So I think the person is just trying to stress you and squeeze blood out of your body. What is fake citizen? What is real citizen? It's not. I don't think it's genuine. That information is not genuine. Paparano, you are not talking.
Every day.
You are not talking. You are not talking.
What do you want me to say? Me that I was just, I was sweating. I mean, just a moment ago.
That court is going to put themselves in problem. Like there is something called the government wants to know. That's why they are giving us fake CTC. And
I don't know why is spending or not out yet. I don't know what is delaying that of spending. Do you have an idea? So, Flora, whatever you have got, they said that one is fake. Oh. The one that you have, they have confirmed it that one is fake. So, and don't let the police arrest you. Better withdraw it. Okay? It's for your own good. Oh. Better make a video, apologize, and withdraw it. Otherwise, you know how many years imprisonment that is? That what you just said, you know. Na prison. Guys, don't forget to give this video that I posted. I posted this video about Joe Biden. Okay, maybe you want to share to people so that people don't get deceived. And people were saying that video, I don't know, they say some bullshit about it, I don't know. Like that was real Joe Biden. And I said, no, that was made. Okay. Go and check the last video I posted with Joe Biden himself, Papariano. Those of you who said I'm in America, now you cannot confirm. Imagine Joe Biden introducing me in that video. Introduced me like this, Papariano. You see? You see? You see? Hello, who is this person with the profile? Let me see the name. Liquid Metal. Are you also anti-justice? I know what time anti-justice used to come around. They always work in the night. In the night. They work in the midnight. when the children of God are sleeping, that is when we see them. When God's children are sleeping. Yes, I was invited. Can't you see this house? Look white. It look White House, I mean. Give me a quick like on that video. Do not over like. Just one like. No spamming. Share, repost, remove. Share it to the enemies. Let them go and fuck themselves, you know. Let them see that Joe Biden is introducing Papariano. Wow. Even Joe Biden know Papariano. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. I don't know why. But they do me back on. Now, let me say this. Why are our ladies, our people, why are they comfortable with men marrying more wives? Like, I just want to sometimes say from the women perspective, okay? How does that go well with them? Can we say this is being uncivilized? Can we say, like, does that fit us? Having one man, 2 or more wives. Do you guys think it's a good thing? It is to everybody. Let's go. Who wants to, anybody wants to engage me there? Or can you as a woman get married to a man who want to marry more wives? Because I've come to believe that some things that we celebrate, it kills us. It may not be good for the society, but because we feel like it's belonging to us, so it should be the case. Yeah, go on.
Number one, concerning what you just asked now, is choice. It's by choices. Some females just choose. This is their choice, and you cannot change it. Even some of their parents will tell them, no, don't do it. But they will tell their parents, no, it's what I want. They are an adult, so you cannot control an adult too much. You can only advise that adult, but you cannot choose or tell him or her what to do. So it's by choice, number one. Number two, some people go there because of what they want to gain from that man, or they look at the man's reputation. They want to bear that name so that people can know that that man, he got married to a famous person. You understand? Like people, when they ask who is your husband, they will say, it's so person. Oh, that person, that musician. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's great. It's my favorite. It's my is my best person that I ever love in music industry. Is kind of, the name. Some people just got married to that name, not to that man himself. Did you see now? And number three is some people go there because of what they want to have. Maybe the money, things they believe, okay, let them go because that person has a lot of money, then you can sort out the abuse, give her anything they ask for. They don't even care about the consequences. They give them 100% of what they want or not. All they want is just, that property, material things. They are there because of that material things, and they are good to go. So I saw in the comment section somebody write what's it called? Thank you, okay. Religion and culture. You know, like Muslim, they'll say Amen Ọlọ́run sọ, you know. But that man is still by choice as well. Because if the lady does not agree to marry you, you cannot force her. So I can still call this by choice, you know. So when some men believe their religion, they can marry more than 1, 2, 3 wives, but it still depends on the woman or the lady. If the lady says no, you cannot force to marry her or force her to do anything, you know. So it's like that. And another thing, some parents impose their daughter on social men, like their old friends. That man has a name. That's the person you must marry. Oh, that man has 2 wives already, but because they promise their father or their mother their friendship, they don't want to lose the friendship. They want that friendship to be more stronger than the way it was before. Then,
And the question to balance that, do you think a society should be planned whereby everybody will forcefully do one thing the way it should be, or let people just do however they want?
you know, one ìlú tí ò sófin kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀. In as much there is no law.
You know, be more you are not the proverb, and some of them are wrong.
Okay, in as much there's no law that said, oh, do not marry. If you marry more than 1 wife, this is what will happen to you. Or if you don't marry more than 1 wife, this is what will happen to you. So everybody is good to go.
In Europe, there where you are, do they have a common law for everybody, or some can marry more than 1, some can marry 5, 6, 7, or they have the same law for everybody?
No, it's choice though. If you want, it's fine. You see some people even get married today. In the next 24 hours, you hear the divorce.
You mean that in Europe there, if you want to marry
So
one or
anything can happen.
you,
Yes, now you can marry more than 1 wife, 2 wives, 3 wives. Your choice. Nobody. Which government will tell you don't marry more than 1? Marry 1 wife? No, it's your choice. Anyone you want, anyone. So there's no law, and they cannot tell you not to marry. If you are capable, you are good to go. And don't forget, Papariano. You know some people use this for business. They will set a hand now. They set once they knows that you are. Once they knows that you are what's it called? You are what's it called?
someone is
Once they
saying
know
that
that you have something, you have property, you have money.
someone is
They
saying
will now
someone say what you are saying is not true.
that you must marry more than 1
That
wife.
what you are saying is not true.
That you must marry more than 1 wife or 2 wives.
You cannot marry more than 1.
You cannot marry more. I mean, I've not seen it too. You cannot marry more
US
than
law,
one
you
wife.
can't marry more than 1.
Really?
Yeah.
More.
Are you in the US? You know the US now.
No, I did for Oshodi.
Not be you as a golden son.
No, I did for what's it called? Lekki.
Yeah.
Why you the last? Like you say you did for show. That's how I did for Lekki. She Lekki no good, ne?
Lekki is very good.
You don't want to press you now.
Lekki. Na Lekki I did. Lekki ni mo wow.
Well, I'm not going too much. So, in your countries, how many women are allowed to be married by man? Type your country and type how many in the comment section. Type, let me see the majority. Type your country. If it is more, write more. If it is 1, 1. If it is 2, 3, 4, 4. Ireland 1. USA 1. Europe and US only 1 wife is allowed. Really? UK, you can't marry more than 1. 1. USA 1. London 1. Is London a country? Oh, wow. Even if I've not traveled, but I know I never go
Only
UK.
London is a country. They won't know not to. Don't you tell the same they write to anywhere where they did. They can't write London one, you say. That's a and a half. Well, I'm
Like what
for
kind of
everybody.
because ladies, if ladies don't understand this thing, I think it's gonna be a big problem. Like the women, because women should be the mother of the nation. Women think that it is better for every man to have one wife, or women think that because you have to think sometimes like this, right? Not everybody have the developed brain to think and make changes in the society. There are some who don't have the ability.
There's a Nigerian one, no. Where is that in Nigeria?
Just wait now. Where is that? In Abuja.
Now when you're bad.
Host.
Maybe there's some parts in Nigeria
Your
that
voice
is
is
just
very,
one
very low.
wife.
Someone speaking.
Yeah, host. I'm not here to correct anybody. I'm just trying to give an opinion. Anywhere
Okay.
in any Western European country or in America, you can marry as many times as you
Thank you.
like, but
Lórí
you
pasán
can't
sí wọ́n ní à ń parọ́.
you can't marry more than one at a go. But you can marry more than 5, 7 times or 8 times, whatever is unlimited. But at a go, you can't marry more than one wife. Constitutionally in Nigeria, under the Nigerian constitution, you can only marry one at a go. The 2, 3, 4 is based on tradition. But when we talk about the constitutional right, you can only marry one under the court of law. You can't marry 2 court of law. That is constitutional wise. So that is my own opinion. I only came to give my own opinion on that. Thank you very much.
Do you agree on that, Golden State?
Yes, I agree with you. Opinion anymore.
So do you think that the culture that says we marry more wives, we should eradicate that and focus on one man, one woman? If you want to marry a second woman, divorce the first one, marry a second woman. Or no problem, men can bring as many women as they want at home.
A choice, oh, Papariano.
What do you
Anybody
prefer? I'm asking you. Let's say you are.
Anybody when get money, if you can marry 10 wives, marry her.
Let's say you want to speak for all the women in
Take
the
care
table
of
where
them.
decision is made. You know, in Europe, women know what was good for them and they know what they wanted. So do you know what you want for your African women's? Do you think it is okay for women to share the same house, okay, with other women like 4, 5 for one man? Do you think it's a good thing?
Sorry, host, because I'm not here.
Well,
I
it's
don't
good.
know.
Not to, sorry, Gabriel, not to please. This is to
Yeah,
Golden.
I'm going. I just want to give her an observation. Somebody was telling me that
Yes, let her come in. Somebody want to come in.
I jump on something, but I'm not jumping on anything. I only came to make a clarification of how
Don't do that here, please. I mean, people are telling people, just don't focus on them. Go on, answer my question. How many people do you want to be responding to in the comment section? You know that people always say something. Focus on those of us that are here in the box. Others will only listen. Whatever they say, comment and respond to them using comment. I mean, using typing. You guys can type the whole day. I mean, that is it. So now go on. Yeah, the question is to.
Somebody is talking to you.
Wow, which one be Inakwana again?
Nagode. Nagode.
Lafiya kalau ya kuke.
Muna lafiya lau, mu wajen mu guda 4 aka ce mu aura za mu iya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yasa ni ba na jin turanci ki gaya musu.
Oh.
Kuma Allah ya ba su sa'a abin da suke yi na Justice for Mohbad. Allah ya sa asirin su ya tono wanda suke.
We can't hear you, madam. Can you speak in English, please?
She says she doesn't know how to speak English, but God should bless you guys for what you guys are doing for Justice for Mohbad.
Listen.
So, na gode Allah ba da sa'a sai da safe.
You say God will help us get justice. Everybody, good night.
Good night.
That's good night.
I like that word. Say the Safi.
Yeah.
Say this, Safi.
The language goes
Madam
sweet.
Susan, can you speak in Hausani?
I'm not in now.
Not in my me mo. Wá lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa. Kẹjọ máa engage káwa máa gbọ́.
I'm going to say the Safi. Kilo to need.
Say this, Safi. Kí ló
Yes,
dé?
sir.
Iron lady ò
Sir.
sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀.
Madam Susie,
What
I
is soon?
think kada is small, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The question I asked you, if you guys have not answered, I said that in the
Mommy, I think
society,
you're down question.
do you women, okay, think, because you are speaking for the more younger women, okay, is it good for men to have more than one wife, okay, in his life? I mean, do you guys think it's okay with you guys, African women? Go on. It is
You
what?
want me to answer?
Yes, anybody? No, not you. Either Godinson or Godinson. Godinson, I'm putting this to Godinson.
Which one?
Yes.
Well, my own opinion is your choice. Your choice. Because reason why I'm saying your choice is because, if you married that woman, and that woman is maltreating you, for example, let me use this Mohbad case as an example. You can see what happened to Mohbad now. Let's assume Mohbad is still alive. There's probability that he's going to get married to someone else.
Okay, but why not divorce the first one and marry a second wife and marry a new wife?
You can leave her now. It doesn't matter. Must it divorce her?
I'm trying to debate this idea of having more than one wife. Do you think it's a good idea for a man to have more than one wife?
Well, do you want to say something?
I'm coming to you, please now. Wait, it's good in still. So that when I come to you, she will not speak. She will just wait. At least let her exhaust her time. Go on.
Okay. Well, I said one is by choice. Number two is you cannot be frustrating.
What do you mean by choice? I mean, let's say you are the president of a country and you want to build your country, and you see people doing things anyhow. In your country, would you permit men to marry as many women as they want? That's the first question. Let's say you are the one in that country, you are the number one figure, and you want to regulate the law. Would you permit your citizens where men can have more than one wife? And your own husband, would you like your husband to marry, like if he wants to marry another wife, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 together with you? Do you think that is a good idea? Go on.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Hold on,
Papariano. It's not a good idea. But if he decided to do so, there is a reason backing it up. Do you think hold on now? It's not a good idea.
What they call law. Forget about reasons. I mean, that's what they call law. Okay? Like we are saying, do you think that people should just, okay, now let's say for example, do you think that for whatever reason, women should get married to 2, 3, 5 husbands? For whatever reason?
No.
Then why no? Why you say no? Give me the reason.
Because, the way women think is quite different from the way men think. And we women, we have so many things to consider. We women we maintain our dignity, but not like you men. You men just take a decision.
Okay, you are speaking for women now. Go on. Continue.
Yes, now. So you men just you take a decision without thinking twice. When sometimes you don't think twice. When we women we think so many things like, oh, my children, I don't want to have different children in different places. So let me just think
like that. Do all women think like that?
Not all women think like that, but most women think like that.
Do you think like that? Do you think like that?
Why won't I think like that? How can I marry different men for what? I have to think now. I have to think straight because my children should be.
It's normal for men to marry many wives, but it's not normal for a woman to marry many husbands.
That is why I said it's choice. I use the word choice.
You see, please don't just use choice to cover everything.
I'm not saying no. I'm not distracting you.
Okay, when you say choice, if a woman want, let's say woman want. Let me say you are a country, you own a country. Listen to me carefully. I'm testing your leadership skills. Let's say you own a country, and in your country, people want to do things anyhow. Women cry to you, president, we want to marry as many husbands as we want. Men come, we want to marry as many wives as we want. Now, and why some people are saying that, no, let this be one. Okay, people are saying these things. What will be your judgment? How do you think it's better? They will gonna better live, whereby the country will be fine for everybody. Go on.
1-1. 1-1.
Papariano.
To avoid misunderstanding disputes,
Don't talk,
I will say 1-1.
We are on this. Wait first.
Okay, that is where you want to land, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Explain so that you can focus on yourself.
You cannot be muted.
No more argument, no more beating, no more crying.
We have driven you.
So stick
Okay,
to the one you have.
Okay, thank you very much. Please be muted now. We've got you.
Okay.
So Aniki is now on you. Then after we are coming to K. Go on, Aniki.
All right, thank you. First and foremost, I'm going to start by saying the level of relationship matters a lot. I will go with women. It's going to be like I'm going to speak like against some women, because most of women, or most of us, let me say most of us, we overlook some stuff while in relationship. That is, when you see red flag, we keep counting, we keep saying, this person is going to change. Like, I can change this person. There are some men that you are just there for friend, just to be friend, casual friend. But there are some men that they are there for you forever. But majority of us, we look as if those ones that they are just casual, that they are the one that are showing love. Men that are just for casual, they are the one that treat women. They treat you with benefits. Benefit in the sense that majority of women, they look at benefits, but they don't count it as benefits then. They count it as love. Somebody I just met today, take me out, can afford to buy me different stuff. I will say I'm beginning to love that person. I'm beginning to like that person because I'm benefiting from that person. Because I did not see, I did not, I refuse to wait. I refuse to watch and see if the person is truly showing me the true color. Meanwhile, while we are dating, there's going to be some red flag which we used to overlook. This is making, most men or some women fall the victim of divorce. And to your question, you said, is it good for somebody to marry many wives, something like that? I dispute that, because right from relationship, you'll have known who you want to marry. If you want to go further with that person, or you don't want to go further with the person.
I'm not saying you're not getting what I'm saying. Please.
I'm landing somewhere.
I say marriage.
Marriage.
And a man, okay, marry one woman and then marry another one and then keep marrying as however he please.
I'm saying it's still from relationship. The reason why it's happening like that.
Marriage means now they now have certificate. I mean, they are legal together, exactly.
Yes,
so do you think that?
Yes.
Do you think that legally it is good for one man to possess 4 women or 5 women?
It's not. I did not support that.
Why?
And why is happening? Why this is happening?
Not about what's happening. Why do you support that or not? That's what I'm saying.
I did not support it.
Why don't you support that?
Instead of you marrying, you marry, you keep marrying.
Don't go elsewhere now. Follow the question so that you don't. So that we can get somewhere.
Instead of marrying, remarry, continue to marry. Why not divorce?
Okay.
Because
divorce the previous one and get a new one.
Divorce the previous one and go to another person.
And get a new one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
that is what it comes.
Yeah. There's no point in marrying. Tell me.
Very well. I know what I'm asking. Think very well. Are you sure?
Yeah. Wait. It's better that way, because there is no point in marry. You marry somebody, okay. Did I want my husband to marry another person? I wouldn't want my husband to marry somebody else after me. Likewise, if somebody is at home before, the person will not accept me. If the person say accept me, it's a big lie. It's because the person still want to maintain a stand in that house. And regardless, if the person is, God forbid, maybe the person is come from a wealthy family, maybe the one that the man want to marry again after the first one, might be maybe from somebody that come from a wealthy family. The man is going because of that money. That's why he wants to marry that one. Do you think the one at home will like it? No. Even for the fact that she come from a wealthy family, they are going to rob from that, they are going to enjoy from that wealth. The person that's at home still will not take it. So instead of marrying one wife, after that one marry, best thing is kukuma allow the person to go and marry another person.
All right, thank you very much. All right, who was the next person want to come in now? Next, please.
It's
Are you now? Yeah, go on.
okay. I would say this
You
question.
jump, Paparano. You jump.
I'm coming to you, don't worry.
This question you ask, we will take it in 3 stages. 1, religion. 2, tradition.
You're not getting what I'm saying. You're not getting what I'm saying.
The
I am
question is
saying.
asking if it is right for a man to marry
Please listen. Okay. All of those things you're mentioning, they were created out of goodwill. What is good for human being? Okay, we are sitting here. Let's say that we are the decision maker. We want to make a wall for people. Okay. Now, from experience, from the knowledge of good and bad that you got, how do you think that the setting of a family should be? Forget about whatever that's existing. Okay. How do you think is the best how it should be? That's what I want to defend.
For you to come to conclusion on this, it has to be debated and come to it, and we have to arrive at a conclusion. So for those who are practicing Islamic law, for them to have allowed...
You cannot be in this. You want to know your morality. Forget about religion. No. Forget about... Oh my God. I don't want to...
Hold on.
Don't talk about religion, please. I mean, that's not what I'm going.
Hold on. When you talk, we listen. It's time for you to listen as well. You can't just throw that question and want a definite answer. Things doesn't work like that.
You have brain to think. I want you to think with your brain. Forget about religion. Without religion, you to think. Human think without religion. No. I mean, it's simple. I want to know your logic.
People will have to debate it. Recently,
I don't want to pick my morality from the Bible or Quran. I want to use my brain to function. Please.
Leave Bible out of this.
Religion aside.
Recently, a country just passed law that allow man to marry more than one wife.
Without religion, please. Stop that.
This is not religion.
Okay, now let's talk about morality. Go on.
Recently, a country just passed law for men to have more than one wife. Why? They claim they have two.
Forget about what this country are doing. I mean, we can talk morally, right? We can talk morally. Forget about. So, for you to know what is right, can you think for yourself? This is the problem we are having. Where people can't think for themselves. We are saying, looking at the human being, okay, the human race.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best setting for a family? Do you think the best should be a family where we have one man and more wife, or we have one wife, more husband, or one and one? This is what I want to know. Let's discuss on those things. Go on.
Where are you going to put your moral when there are a lot of women with no husband? How do you call that?
It seems you want to take a stand. Just go on. Tell me your stand. Let's say you are a religious person and you want to.
I'm not religious. Leave religion out of this. I'm just asking.
That's what you're bringing.
Moral. You talk about moral, and I'm asking you, what do you do to those women that don't have husband?
Okay, now let us make it this way. Now, everybody in the modern society or in the future to come, everybody must not marry. Marriage is not a thing that everybody have to do.
But you can have kids.
Are you saying that every woman must marry? Is that what you're saying? That every man must marry, every woman must marry?
Every woman must be with a man. That is what we are simply talking about here.
Okay, now dating is allowed, right? People date. There's dating is allowed.
Obviously, dating is allowed from before. Is dating
In a family setting where you have more close relationship with children are involved, like you are almost like in one bond. Okay, are we saying that one man should bond to many wife and then children, or one wife bond to one wife? For example, now, are you saying that in some countries where women are more than men, okay, men should go after more women, and in some country where men are more than women, that women should have more men? That's what you're saying?
That in most cases that we have seen so far, we've always been hearing, if as of today, if they have 10 child today, 8 of them are against. That is the problem. We've not been having issue of too many men. We've always been having issue of too many women in our society nowadays. I've not seen a society where they say they only have men, no women. If you have seen one, just let us know.
There are countries with more men, where there are more men. We just have to check the statistics. And
I've not seen that. I've only heard about women.
You know, in places in India, women pay bride price. Like they pay for the groom, like they pay for their husband. Are you aware of that?
Even up to tomorrow.
Oh, you're aware of that, right?
Yeah. I say even up to tomorrow, they still do it. Those that are well to do. So the issue is not
the population statistics from countries
with more men than women. Country with more men than women. See, let's see how many we have. If that is giving a big check, country with more women.
We have number one, we have Qatar.
Okay.
We have United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
We have Bahrain, Oman. Why is always saying this region?
Arab countries.
Let me continue. Let me read the list down. Wait, let me read it down. Where is it? Okay, we have Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Maldives, Sint Maarten, Bhutan, Equatorial Guinea. Yes, so so that is Equatorial Guinea is in Africa.
Yeah, East Africa.
There are more than women. All right.
So, out of how many countries?
Are we saying that when we go to Equatorial Guinea, okay, out of what?
Out of how many countries in the world?
No. I just put top 10. This is just top 10. Okay. Do you want me to check all of it? This is just top 10.
So,
and Kay, those countries that you mentioned,
go down, Papua, India, Tuvalu. I mean, I can go down.
Paparano, most of the countries,
men more than women.
check them. When you check those countries, most of them are Muslim countries. And Muslims believe in getting married to more than one wife.
Multiple wives. Even if you look at it.
That's why he said we should not put religion to it.
Paparano,
let's take out of religion.
Even if you look at it vividly, most of the countries that are practicing one man, one woman, they have marriage problem more than those that doesn't even believe in that. That because too much cheating here and there.
Because they are not contented.
It has to, it border on personality, not just contented alone. Like in your summation, some of them married because of their greed. It's not that she actually loved that guy or the guy actually loved the lady, but because of what it entails, greed play some roles in that. We just need to just ask.
Can I make my own humble submission?
Yeah. All right, I'm coming back to you, Ken. Okay, go on. Because there's no how you talk about things like this. You're gonna have to clash with religion and culture. Those things are they're human problems. Go on.
Okay, I should speak.
But I think let the voice of Ghana go first. And your background is noisy. Please.
I think that saying it for me, I think that it's better to marry more women than to cheat, because men are born having big appetite as men, and men's hormones have no limit, and women get quickly tired from men. So it's better for a man to have more wives than women. By the time will come that one man have to marry 5 women. So if you don't want your guy to cheat,
don't say that, man.
better he marry.
Tell me the science behind that. You're quoting the Bible right now.
No, it's because I always say it's my dad who taught me all those things. Because you see, a man can see a woman nakedness and then get up. A man who says, oh, me, I will never cheat on my wife, will still look and get honey. So why didn't
Jacob get into Potiphar's wife? Joseph. Why didn't Joseph get into
because he was one man who was keeping it.
It's by choice.
And that's the Bible.
You cannot ascertain. People go by feelings. If a man don't feel for a particular lady, the man won't sleep with her no matter what.
That's the thing. But at the end of the day, men's hormone can see quickly. Men are attracted to what they can see. And women have attraction, but you can see women being hard on.
Okay, exactly. But this is what they do. They I think they have attraction. Okay, you're talking about attraction or affection? Which one?
Affection and attraction, both two.
Okay, but I mean, when they are on their feelings and maybe they need a man or what, maybe they are in the mood, they just get themselves overtly controlled. Okay, and because they were taught to do so because they were women. Just like men are taught you don't cry because you are men. That doesn't mean men don't feel pain. Okay? So I mean, but with fairness, we have to make laws where people will not be hurt. We don't have to look whether they don't cry. Don't cry is not enough to make men go through difficulties. They're human beings.
Yes. By end of the day, why not sharing it?
Sharing what?
Because at times women get older quicker than men. Women have, what's the name? After 40, 50, some women get tired. And they don't have the appetite for sex. And men, they are now coming up. Remember, men don't go on menopause. It's women who go on menopause.
No. I mean, menopause, no menopause, that does not hinder sex. They only hinder reproduction.
That is what I'm saying, that women lose appetite.
I mean,
men don't lose it.
How does that have to do with losing appetite? I mean, not giving birth, does that mean losing appetite? Reproduction is something.
It means that some women don't lose the sex, and men have that drive.
They have low libido to sex. When you have when you are age, your libido to
Ages.
sex is going to reduce.
Yes. So do you want a man who, because his wife is having that problem, so he too have to go through the same problem?
If women can control themselves, okay, when they're on their feelings for sex, why can't men have themselves controlled?
So you are saying that when a woman can't get anything, it doesn't take 1 day, 2 months, 3 months. Some people have it for a long time. You
What
want
do you
a
mean?
man to go through the same.
What do you mean some people have it for a long time? Like, I mean,
Okay,
if a
let's
man,
imagine
if a man,
you marry a woman who don't have appetite for sex. What will you do?
I mean, what do you mean a woman doesn't have appetite for sex? Like, practically, how does that work?
She doesn't have lust to have sex.
She doesn't kiss, she doesn't romance, she doesn't have, I mean, she doesn't, then she's not a woman.
She's dead in. What will you do?
No, I don't think so. She's sick.
I'm telling you, some women do it. I work in the hospital.
That is not typical women. I mean, this doesn't represent every woman. How many percentage of women does it?
That's what I'm saying, that when in case something...
But this percentage represent how many percentage of women? I mean, just give me a rough number.
I think there are roughly, 45 when you get to that age.
Almost
45.
You're not getting what I'm saying. Are you saying
45%.
every woman who gets from, let me say, 50 above, lost, have 50% of them lost, I mean, interest for sex? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Women, is that true? Comment section.
Say that again, Papa.
Comment section. That most women, that 50% of the women who are above 15 lost taste for sex. Is that true?
I would say yes, no.
Please wait. It's for the comment section. The answers for the comment. I'm reading the answers. 50% of women above 50 lost taste for sex.
That's not true.
It's not true.
That's true.
It's not true. That time they are eager for sex because they are, there's a, let me say, hot flush
I'm
happens that
telling you,
period.
because most women, where I work, most women I see sometimes in the hospital, some of them, you say it doesn't. We
I'm not
are
talking
workers,
about,
colleagues.
I'm talking
Let
about
me tell you
healthy
this.
women.
The high
Healthy women.
Maybe not in the black community, but the white community, when that 50 bath, some women have problems, sweetie, and it's not easy. Yes, darling.
That is going to happen to that kind of woman that maybe it's not with the husband. If they are together, they cherish themselves, they be expressing love together while they were young. Even maybe when they were young, they still have energy, they have the strength. They might be having it maybe 4 times in a week, but because the woman is 50 up, they might reduce it to like maybe once or twice. And it now depends on the man itself.
Google and see why is it that Europe have the highest, Scandinavia have the highest divorce.
Listen,
Google
if you
and
say
see.
Oh no, come on. Don't go about divorce.
Majority of the
Don't go about
time,
Okay.
it's mental health.
divorce. Everywhere. Divorce is everywhere, please.
Yeah,
No,
majority
it's not
of
like
the
that.
time.
There's another
Divorce
kind.
is everywhere. Those who don't divorce, they go through hell of a trauma. They go through different pain, suffering, beating, and that's not advisable. So don't laugh. Don't laugh at those who are divorced. Those who are divorced, it's better you divorce than you are dying somewhere.
No, some of us have been through divorce. I know how it is. But
Yes.
the reason why I'm saying this is something that...
Let me answer her. You see, when you say women in 50s,
I said
lose
some.
some, yeah.
Half of them. Half of them.
In the lose interest in sex. You see, women, depression, okay? Depression, when you see women like that, when you go into their history, okay, women in 50, that's the peak peak of when you see that they say, this woman is old, she's going after young boys. Is the peak. The 50 is the peak for we women, okay? So when you see a woman like that losing interest, it could be trauma, depression, or some kind of sickness, a woman that has gone through. Yeah.
I know, but what I'm saying is that when sometimes it takes time before women get over. Women get over those things, right?
Let's look at some things here, right?
Let me just say something,
In a lifetime, whom there's so much noise in your background, Dr. Esther. In a lifetime, who do we think consume most sex in their lifetime, women or men? That from the time they start until the time they stop, who do we think have more sex, women or men?
Men.
Men, yeah. Some men start early.
Men. How does that work? I mean, men and women who start earlier.
Men.
Women.
Come on now.
Do you know why men? Because
men. I would say men.
No, women.
Men.
How many women are virgin at 18? How many men are virgin at 18?
Men.
A lot.
Men start at early stage.
How many women are virgin at 18 and how many men are virgin at 18 or 20? We can see men virgin at 25, virgin at 30.
Women.
The same you can see women at virgin at 32.
What's the percentage? The percentage? The ratio?
I think it will be 30 for women and it will be 70 for women and 30 for men.
What do you mean by that?
Men are more higher
way of living,
than women. Men have start earlier than women.
Men start earlier?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Women start earlier. No. Women start earlier than men.
My submission.
No. I disagree.
Can I quickly get is my background still noisy?
Let's take the text. Dr. Esther, go on. Dr. Esther,
Dr. Esther, coming.
Dr. Esther, go on.
Greetings to everyone on the panel and everybody at the comment section. I heard this. I said, let me come up and give my little token and then get back. I'm actually cooking jollof right now. So, what you saying right now, I'll go back to the question Papa Areno asked. What you saying right now? The voice, you saying something about women losing their sexual appetite when they get into like 50 years old. That's not true. It is, you see, men's peak, their sexual libido for a man are usually in their 20, from 25. They are very high libido. Women has not started at that time. Women begin a very high libido from the age of 35 up. So at 50, they are still good, okay. They might be drying up. They might experience some drying up, a little bit, which they may need something else. However, they are still very high up there. But when you say maybe from 60, I can begin to agree with you. But 50, women are still, they are ready in the game. Okay, now let me go back quickly to what the question Paparano asked about. I think you had the question about is polygamy. Is it good for a man to marry many wives? Correct? All right. So for that, for me, I would say a capital no. The reason why is, for me to even get started, let me just say, for a man to get married, for a man to say I want to marry, let me throw this out there before I even go in. For a man to get married, he must be a real man. A real man, a true man. Anybody can be in their 30s, 40s, and not be a real man. A real man is somebody that is knowledgeable, ready to marry a woman, take a woman from her father's home, care for her and nurture her and take care of her, and then they take care of one another and love her. I'm going to very much try to deviate from Christianity or from religion, because I heard no religion. So I'm just going to say the way.
Should I debunk that?
You say?
Can I debunk that?
Debunk what? Oh yeah, debunk it. Let me hear you.
Okay, because these are the things that we are having. In a balanced society,
yes,
where there is job,
when there is what?
Please wait, listen. Because I want us to consider let's not consider poor societies. I mean, where more jobs, I mean, are more allocated to men and women don't have job, and so they are living at the mercy of men. In a balanced society where women have job, okay, as merit, however they will, I mean, as merit, when I say as merit, that is if they are professional of a particular thing, they get paid, okay, for whatever they can do. There was a time, statistics, women earn higher than men in the UK. Okay, so now let us say that we have a statistics in Nigeria where women earn more than men in Nigeria. Okay, that is every random woman you see. There's probability she already have a house, she has her cars, she has her money, and she's fine by herself. Okay, let's work with a society that is not oppressed to women, whereby women have job and they have their money. That a woman is not waiting for a man to come marry him because the man can take care of him. The woman wants to marry because she is in love with a man and wants to share her body with that man and have a lovely children together with that man. Not a place of responsibility. Not a place whereby, oh, the man is the one like, okay, I'm ready to go and buy women. I have the food money. I have what it takes. I have the house. I have everything. I have my job. Now let me go and get women.
Mariano, you lost the concept. That's not my concept. That's not where I'm coming
That's where you are driving at. Anyway, go on. Make your point clear. In a balanced society, go on.
Yeah. Listen to me. I will land. You will get where I'm going.
All right,
I'm not
go on.
talking about financial capability at all. The woman can be even earn more than the man, and the man can earn more. I'm not talking about that. That's not the route I'm going at all. I'm talking about emotional capability, emotional ability, psychological ability.
It goes both ways or one way. It goes both ways or one way.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways, but that is why I'm saying that for a man, I'm starting from a man.
Let's make me and say for an example. Let's be practical. Let's say
for you
let's
as
say
an
man.
example. Okay,
Let's
so for
say man.
you as an example.
And you as a woman as an example. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
I'm ready to
as a
marry.
man that wants to marry a woman, like wants to marry me, for instance. First of all, I must see that you are a man. To be a man is. I'm not talking about money. I'm not
Makes
talking
you
about
feel I'm a man. Let me say I want to marry to you. What would you look at me and make you feel I'm a man?
I'll look at your maturity. I'll look at the way you table issues. I want to study you when you are angry. How do you handle yourself? I want to study if you're a fair person, if you're a man of integrity, if what you say is what you mean. I want to see how you treat your mother. Because I was looking.
Wait, all these things you are requiring from me. Do you have all of these things as a woman?
And of course, I must have it for me to require it now.
You have it, right? Okay, thank you. Go on.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this before I continue. Marriage is a serious thing. People think it's a joke. It's not a joke. We must both be matured enough.
You require from me. Make sure you have it. Go on.
Yes, I have it. So now listen. A man must be able to showcase all this. Is he a narcissist? I want to know. Does he listen to me? Men speak like 4,000 words per day. Women speak times 2 per day. Women need who to talk to. Is he there for me? Can I talk to him? Can I relate with him? Can he share my body? Can I pick up the phone and call him? Do I have a backbone? Does he have a backbone in me? Does he listen? Do I take precedence in his thoughts? I want to say this is what I call maturity, and you have to be able to show it before you get into it. Because if you go into a marriage, some of these things that may lack, and it can degenerate into something else, into divorce. Now, a man that wants to marry more than one wife, are you able to do this for each woman? Can you give to all these women all these emotions? It's not possible. A marriage between a man and 4 women, like the Muslims we call it, or whatever religion or whatever way the Nigerian culture may call it, is not, to me, I don't call that a marriage. I just call that an empire dominated by an emperor, a king, ruling his kingdom, the 4 women. That's it. There's no communication. There's no dialogue. You can't dialogue with me as a wife, and we can't come to an agreement because you got to dialogue with the next woman. You got to dialogue with the next woman. So at the end of the day, you are not dialoguing with nobody. You're taking decisions by yourself. Marriage is a dual decision. We come to a decision. I know there are some times when the man will rise up, put his feet down and say, I'm the man in the home, and take the final decision when they have differences and they just cannot come together and agree on a point. It's okay to disagree. Yeah, we can disagree in marriages. And the man may sometimes end up being the one that will give the final decision. But most times, a man and a woman should come together and make decisions. But when that is absent, is that a marriage? That will definitely be absent in a home where there are 4 wives. They are just women breeding children. And women that go out of their way to marry men because of money are women that have low self-esteem. Now, let me put that aside. Let me go further. Another thing is, do you know that when you marry more than 1 wives, you are digging your own grave? You can't. Men that have 1 wife, good husband, good family, good home, they live longer.
Let me bring you down to rationale.
Hold on. Let me finish with my point. Then you can ask me questions.
I know. Let's say there are more women than men. Go on. In the society. Go on.
Okay, so is that a reason why many women should gather themselves and marry a man and be unhappy and miserable?
That's the reason why some people think one man should marry many women.
Okay, but is that a reason for happiness and joy? You see, in this world, the most important thing we should seek for is...
Do you think every woman should get married?
Okay, that, like Golden Seal said, that's a decision. That's a woman's decision. I'm not going to impose it on every woman to get married because marriage does not make the woman.
Do you think marriage is for everybody?
Listen, marriage does not make the woman. A woman does not need a man to validate her. She's a queen in her own right. So she cannot say, okay, I have to marry before I can be who I am. No, it doesn't make the woman.
If every woman to marry, then we are taking all the job away from the prostitutes. Don't forget.
Are you serious with this conversation, or you just want to play around? Are we serious here?
Very serious. Very serious.
So they will take the job away from prostitutes. What do you want me to say to that one now? Whether a man marries 1 wife or marry 4 men, the one that will go after prostitutes will go. Most men
I'm saying that it's marriage meant for every woman. If every woman was married, then there is no prostitute.
Do you know that some women, married women, are even prostituting more than even single women out there? Do you know?
That's not just the adultery. That's not going to be like a regular thing.
You are just, you see, you're having ideas in your head. You are not being real now. You are not coming to reality. I'm telling you, some women prostitute more than even the prostitute on the street. The call girls on the streets. The ladies that go after these big men, even you in the university, you find all these girls doing the same thing. Getting money. They say, what do they call it? Hook up. Married women do it too. So that's not a reason why you will say that, okay, if all women are married, there will not be prostitutes. Women will still prostitute if they have that. That's on cows, unpolished side of them. If they are, very, if there are women that have low self-esteem, if there are women that has no good breeding, no home training, that lack morals, they will still do it. Okay? And men, even though they're married, if they still want to go outside, they still will go outside. But you see, that is where we can come into training men and women in how to have a very fulfilling marriage, so that we can reduce the possibility of the man going outside and getting into a mess outside, or getting with women outside. So that are all issues of marriages. But I'm just saying, on the overall, it is very, very, I think it is detrimental for a man to pack women in the house and say, I'm the husband of 4 women. Now let us think about it again. You know that diseases. This man goes out. This man sleeps with 1 wife and catch 1 disease. Automatically, the rest of the women have caught it too. They share in diseases and everything. They share in everything. Do you realize that? And then there's also this rivalry, this unfavorable, negative rivalry between the women. Women, the Bible's okay. I don't want to quote the Bible. Women can do and undo. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. A woman can kill the husband because he favored the other wife more than her. Do you know that? And likewise, the children, they can kill one another's children. When you have your own wife, there are some children that can come out a bright, shining star. Like they can say that very gifted child. A woman, a wife out of many wives can have a child that is so brilliant and everything. And, bringing accolades to the home, bringing honor to the father. And the father, automatically such a child will be his favorite. But what do you think the other women will do? So it can bring very negative rivalry that can degenerate into destruction and death. So I would advocate against it, against man marrying more than one wife. Let man marry one wife and then we work it out together. Every marriage have rocks. Marriage have issues. So we work it out.
I'm gonna bring K here. K, you agree with that? K? I'm gonna bring K.
Give me 5 seconds. Give me a few minutes. I'm eating.
I want someone who disagrees with her.
I disagree.
I do.
Oh yeah, go on the Voice of Ghana.
Okay, Ghana. Okay, Dr. Esther. You see, marriage is designed to be one man, one woman alone. Okay, we all understand that. But in a situation that we find ourselves in a society that is not like that again, I'm going to put myself in the bus right now. That let assume my husband come back home today and he said that he's going to decide to take a second wife. And for me, if he decides to take a second wife, that's okay. Keep your lane, I keep my lane. Don't encroach my comfort zone, and I will not come to your comfort zone. Do you know why I will agree without fighting? Because he's already cheating outside. Something made him to go out there to start cheating. And if I stop him from bringing the woman home, definitely I'm not going to stop him going back to that woman. So what did I do? I create the opportunity, okay, for the woman to come home. Because to me, based on why men do that, they do it out of greed because they want to have everything to themselves. When you see a man carrying 2, 3 wives, it's not because it's love. To be honest, the first wife is his first love, okay? If he's still with his first wife, the first wife is his love. But when he beginning to go out, look outside that you have all the quality, you the first wife have all the quality that the man needs, and he's beginning to go outside. I call that greed. And again, sometimes these men, they fall a victim. They marry some of these women out of pity. Majority of the times, I can say 50% of the time, some of these women is being married as a second wife out of pity. So, as it is now, we should take it that marriage is not meant for one man, one wife, because of the situation we find ourselves, how the world has turned into. So, a man can just decide to go to office and in one way or the other, out of pity, decided to marry his secretary. Believe me, honestly, that is not love. You find out that the woman in the house is his first love. And sometimes they marry these women home and they become friends. They begin to call themselves auntie and sister. You know, it's all about understanding. Do you want to leave your woman, your husband out there, and you have a clue that he's cheating and you want to kill yourself over it? No, I won't do it. I would rather say, okay, that thing that is taking you out there, bring that thing home. Let's share the home together. But
objection, my lord.
Yes. So on one condition, you put out your condition. It's better for me. For me, it's better. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Objection.
Yes.
Let's say you own a house All right, because conditions matters in whatever you're doing or whatever that's happening. You own your house, your mansion, you have your job very rich, you're married to a man that you love, and this man, I mean, has his job, you have your job, you earn more than him though, but he has his job, is good, you are good, and so this man, you caught this man cheating with another woman, okay? So I mean, first time, okay, maybe you challenge him, okay, and he pleaded, and you see him doing it all the time. Do you mean, are you going to advise him to bring the woman home or what? I don't understand. Go on, tell me, talk to me now.
Question for me, that's why I base it on greed. You understand?
Is he the only man on earth? Anyway, go on, just go on, go on.
That's why I base it on greed from the man's side. If you have a wife at home that she's not a lazy wife, she's working, she probably earn more money than you, okay? But you on the other side, it's not that you are poor, you make money,
You're not
enough
getting what
money.
I am saying. I said, would you tell him after catching him cheating several times, would you tell him to just bring the lady home to come join you in your mansion?
Yeah, because number one, I'll probably tell him, hey, this is not good. If I tell him, hey, stop it, that will never push me to leave my marriage, number one. I will tell him, hey, stop it, this is not good. If he's still doing it, instead of me to watch him keep on going out there, okay, to be meeting with a woman, I would say, okay, why don't you just decide to take her as a second wife, make a provision for her, but not in my mansion anyway. Not in my mansion. It depends on how my spirit will.
Your mansion belongs to both of you, belongs to the family.
Yeah, if the mansion belongs to the family, there must be a provision. If the mansion is not designed for a second wife, okay, then he has to create a provision for a second wife, because I'm not going to watch him have the wife come in to occupy the master bedroom. No, I'm not going to watch him do that. He needs to create a provision for a second wife.
Okay. Susie for Justice, I want to ask you a question. What is the purpose of marriage? Tell me first before I go further. What's the purpose of marriage?
Okay, you're asking me, Dr. Esther? Yeah, purpose of marriage is commitment, okay? When both of you are committed to each other and you love each other, you share the same common interests, you know, that's the purpose of marriage. Intimacy is a purpose of marriage. But in the aspect, because of the world, the current world we are living in, and people are not being committed to each other, this goes for both men and women, okay? It's not just men alone. But in aspect that we are in a world that things is happening the way it's happening now, and they are not being committed to each other, okay? And things happen the way it happened, you have to accept it. Either you leave. To me, marriage is not a do or dead affair. You understand? If you don't walk out of it, okay? If you don't walk, I say to anybody that care to listen to me, if you think the marriage don't walk out of it. Do not stay there and die in there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So your question is commitment. If the commitment doesn't work and it's beginning to fall apart, don't stay, walk away from it.
All right, but you just said that you would advise your husband that you find, playing the field, being unfaithful with another, you caught him with another woman. You would advise him that, listen, this is not good. It's better you bring her home. You just said that.
Yeah, in that situation, for me, in that situation, I'm not going to say because I'm staying because of something. It's just because it's a commitment that I have. So I decided to wake up. I said, I don't want to take it. I can walk away from it. For me to say, okay, I've talked to you to stop this and you don't want to stop it, okay. The best way, instead of you going out to be hiding, to doing it outside, bring the woman home. Then I will know who I'm dealing with. That has nothing to do with my commitment as a wife to my husband. It has nothing to do with it, because I feel that she coming home cannot take my place. You understand? Cannot take my place in my husband's heart. So that's why I base it on greed, because men are wired that way. You understand that they must cheat. It's greed, it's not love. Greed comes with it. Pittiness. Sometimes some of these girls that they end with, believe me honestly, there's no single atom of love. It's pity.
Okay, so let me
let me ask the people on the comment section. Let me ask some people on the comment section. Have you ever...
No, hold on,
sis, hold on, sister, Dr. Esther. Let me ask one stupid question now on the comment section. The people on the comment section, as a young lady, a young man, have you ever knocked any man or knocked a woman out of pity? On the comment section, I'm putting this question out to you guys. Have you ever, even people on the panelists, to tell you pity sometimes is the problem with the men? Because you believe me honestly, we might look at men as very hard people. I can say from my experience, they have a weaker heart than us women.
All right, so I don't forget my train of thoughts. Let me respond to that. I asked you that question because I wanted to say something to it. You see, I said it before. Marriage is a serious thing. It's a serious issue. Okay, now let us even move away from Christianity or anything. But I know that marriage is the only institution that was ordained by God. Every other institution is man-made. Economic institution, political institution, educational institution, they're all man-made. Marriage institution is ordained by God. Now, I don't want to go Christian-wise or anything, but I'm going to say this. Marriage is based on love, understanding, mutual understanding, commitment to one another, selfless love to one another. That means I love you endlessly. Even with your faults, you love me endlessly. Even with my faults, we try to manage ourselves. Marriage is all in totality. Commitment, love, everything to one another. Now, when somebody else comes into the equation, there cannot be ever total commitment from either party anymore. You are saying this because you're just saying it. But in reality, and I've spoken to many women, okay? Many women, the minute their husband goes out to take a woman outside into the home, the commitment reduces no matter how much they pretend. It reduces. Because love is now being shared. What you had all to yourself is being shared to someone else. Now, you said something that if you can't take it, leave it. Or if you feel that it's so unbearable, you can leave. That is what I was going to say when you said something like the woman can ask them decide to stay if the man marries the second wife, or may decide to go, or ask the man, bring her in, I caught you now, bring her in. It depends on the reaction. The man and the woman have gotten married, fine. The man didn't tell the woman from the get-go that, listen, I'm a polygamist. I'm going to marry a second and a third wife. It's a good thing if there is total disclosure, full disclosure to the woman. Some women may agree, especially if you are very rich. They will say, okay, there's enough to share, like Wumi, But
this, if you didn't give her a full disclosure from the get-go, or maybe it is a woman that slaved for you, you came up from the trenches together, she probably worked for you to go to school and made it, and you committed to one another. She gave up a lot for you, and then you're up there now together when she's supposed to be enjoying herself. You now bring in a third wife, a second wife. The love will be less. Let's be real. Let's face reality. Now, let me just say this. Now, the way you react, that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm going to from what you said. The way the woman now reacts, okay, he has done it. How do I take this? Do I want to stay or do I want to go? It depends on the woman. I will have a different answer. You will probably have a different answer if it happens to you or it happens to someone else. It's different. But before it happened, it's not something we look forward to. It's not something we want to happen. But then I will tell you, a woman that stays in that and decide not to walk is not fully, no longer. If she was 80% committed, she's now like 70 or 60 or even 50 committed. You can have the floor.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Let me
You
add
see,
more. Can I say something? Can I add more?
hold on. Let me answer Sister Dr. Esther. You see, the reason why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking, okay? I am from the north, and growing as a child, I'm committed to an older friend. Majority of my friends, they are older than me, and I can give you a clear example. One of my friend, she's a Katsina. She's from Katsina. She's the first wife of her husband, and at the end of the day, the man end up marrying other women, like 4 other women. In fact, for the matter of fact, this is where pettiness come out of it sometimes, okay? Pettiness come into some of these second wife, third wife. I remember my husband's friend went to go visit the emir of what in Ibadan. This man decided to carry his daughter and give to this man to be married. He went, somebody else again, another leader, give this man again wife to marry. It's not that because he loved them, is out of pity or out of benefit, okay? But the first wife, I call her auntie, Ajiayano. The first wife, these women that they married after her, they call her auntie, some call her sister, some go to her. That is understanding. She understand with her husband understand with her. She know her position in her husband's heart, okay? My very good friend, you can imagine Sultan of Sokoto, Google him, okay? That is understanding. It go both ways. The only wife, the only childhood wife he has, Nabila, this current Sultan of Sokoto. Do you know how many times Saudi Arabia, Jordan king has offered this man wife? He turned it down. That is understanding. He's not greedy. He's understanding. Can I swear for him that he don't have a concubine out? No, I cannot. But does he have understanding with his wife, which he knows that his wife is very, very fragile? She cannot take it. Being that is a Muslim, he knows his wife cannot take it. What do they understand? They came to understanding each other. Hey, you can do it outside. I don't want to know. I don't want to see. But I don't want a mate. and they understand with each other. So sometimes this second wife of a team, for me, I base it on two things. I base it on three things. Greed from the men. You are not satisfied with what you have in the house. Base it, pity. Some of these men marry these women out of pity. Then, number three, some of these men do it out of benefit. So, we got to accept it. That's why I said, I use myself as an example. I know marriage is a big commitment, love, understanding between a man and a woman. But we are in a generation that doesn't matter anymore. That's why I come to my conclusion. If it's not working, walk away. Don't stay because of the money or because of something. No. If you think you can't take it, walk away. If you think you can take it, stay there and enjoy it. You know, that's my position. You know. So, whoever want to come up, come up. Yeah.
Susan, I think I agree with you because the reason why.
Do
The
you
reason
believe
why I
that?
agree with
Do you believe that marrying into this emir that you're talking about, which I don't know, it's a cultural thing. If I get married to an emir or an emir's son, of course I know that I'm just going to be a first wife. He's going to marry more. It's culture. It's tradition.
It still happen in the Christian region. Okay, I'm going to get you to my own family now. My grandfather, my own grandfather, okay, married 6 wives. At the time he died, he died, left 99 grandchildren, okay? My dad's mom, okay? My dad is a Catholic, is a deacon, is in the Catholic church, okay? Okay, my grandfather, okay? You know. But he had 6 wives. My grandmother is the number 4th, okay? My grandmom is the number 4th of my father's wife, okay? But this man has 6 wives. Can I blow your mind? Why my grandmother was still in that marriage, my grandmother recommended her own cousin to my father to marry as the 6th wife. Recommend her sister, her junior sister, to marry my dad's brother. So this is understanding. I'm still going to base it on understanding. There are people like that understand. And there are some people they don't understand. I am a Christian. I'm not a Muslim.
You just said $1 million word, understanding. Like my grandfather, the father of my father, married 2 wives. Understanding. That is them. They don't know what marriage is all about. We here, we are more literate. We are more educated. We know what marriage is all about. Then our fathers just marry them. They pack them in. And they are committed. They are Lord and Master. The husband is their Lord and Master. They probably kneel down to serve the food to their husband. That is there. That is them. But then again, you said $1 million.
Dr. Esther, I have this one for you. I have to ask you, because you have been talking about this. This time I have to ask you this. Listen, you rather have a man, marry a man, he cheat on you behind you, and then come home, sit and look at your face as if he's not doing anything. You know, those days, our mothers, my grandmothers and our grandfathers were marrying more. They were living in peace and enjoying their marriage. Today, most of us have used education to cover our ass, and most of the men are not even enjoying the relationship, and we are using our degrees. So let me tell you one thing. I'm still standing where I'm standing. I'd rather have my guy marry my husband, marry Any woman he won't choose to go to bed with, that is his problem. So far as he doesn't disturb me with it. And I have peaceful. I'd rather have a happy husband than have a sad husband sitting and watching my boring face. That is it. So if you choose what you choose, that's it. But don't say everybody have to go that way. It's not going to go that
I'm
way.
not saying everybody. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just explaining to you what marriage to me is.
Yeah, it's because you
Commitment
said
in marriage.
something like, yeah, it's because you said something like, oh, those men are like that, are like that. It's not like that.
No. We're
It's
just
not like that. They are
no,
happy
you have not
doing
been
it.
listening to me, please. Don't quote me. Don't misunderstand what I've been
Okay,
saying.
then I will
hope
not.
you
I
really
will
have
not.
been if you have been flowing with me, you understand that I'm making a very good, giving you a true picture of what marriage is. And I'm not saying that there are no instances of marriages. I said it. My father married 2 wives. My grandfather. It's a matter of choice, what you want.
Yeah.
If you get married to a man and you know that there's probability will marry a second wife and you're okay with it, it's your choice. And if you feel you're not okay with it, it's your choice. Our mothers were okay with it. Even in those days, I still have grandfathers of my friends that were not okay with it. The grandfather didn't marry many wives because they just didn't buy the idea. Maybe because they're educated or maybe not educated, but it's not their choice. So at the end of the day, it's a matter of choice. That's why I ended it with, if you choose to stay when your man goes out to get another woman, it's your choice. And if you choose to go, that I can't take this because you didn't tell me from the get-go that you're going to be a polygamous person, it's your choice. But don't forget what marriage is all about. It's about commitment, selfless love, understanding, commitment to one another, not commitment between a man and 2 wives or 3 wives. There's rivalry. There's so many things that are, as you spoke a lot, Susie spoke a lot about the positive, the positive side of getting married to more than 1 wife, but there are also the detrimental side to it. There are rivalry, children rivalry, wife rivalry, that can destroy the home. They can even destroy the man. That can shorten the lifespan of the man if he was meant to live long.
It's not every home, right?
You said?
That is not for every home.
No. Why would you say for everybody? Did I say every home?
No. I'm saying, I'm just supporting you that it's not for every home.
It's not for every home.
Exactly.
Dr. Esther, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Why do you think we have high rate of divorce these days?
Because of what I laid down. There's lack of commitment. I'm echoing. Okay. There's lack of commitment. And let me tell you this. Marriage is an institution where the attack comes most. That is where most attack comes. That is why sometimes if you marry wrong, you can destroy your destiny. Wrong marriages can destroy your destiny as a woman and as a man. I'm telling you, it's a very serious institution, a very serious place to be. So, I mean, it's at the end of it.
Do you know why I asked you that question?
Yes.
I asked you that question because you said marriage in those days, they don't really understand what marriage is all about compared to today. And I want you to tell me that marriage of those days are not more successful than what we have today.
Yes, I will say yes. You have some certain percentage in that, and that is why I said those days our grandmothers, they get married to our grandfathers because I would say they are myopic, they are not exposed, or I would say they are committed all the same because that's what they know. So Susie just said something like, a man can gift his friend, even his daughter. The daughter will learn to just live with that friend of her father as a wife. She has no other choice, and it will be successful. So that's what they know. That is what they are exposed to. It also has to do with exposure. What you know, what you are brought up to believe. A belief system, culture comes to play. Your belief system comes to play. What you're exposed to comes to play. And it will be successful. But a man will not give a daughter that has traveled all over, that is exposed and well educated, and probably in love with someone, and the man will not just say, I want you to marry this, my friend. It will not work. In those days, it works. In those days, the girl will say, yes, daddy. And
Are you saying people are not educated even as at that time? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that in totality. I'm not saying that, but most
Because when you look
most
at
of our
it,
women,
the exposure you're talking about today are one of the major problems that we have so many broken homes today. You might disagree with me, but I will tell you for a fact that the so-called exposure, the so-called education is the bane of the problem that we're having right now.
but you cannot stop education. The world is dynamic.
Yeah,
It's
Not at all, you can't. Not at all.
okay.
You can.
It's okay to be
It's moving.
educated,
This world
but
is
too
moving.
much.
Can I quickly chip in,
It's
please?
moving. There is more education, more exposition, more things are being children from when you give birth to a child at 6 months they know how to press your phone. You see, there are more. The enlightenment is on the rapid now. You can't stop it. It's a moving train. It's a moving train. Listen, I'm not saying that a man should be forbidden to take 4 wives. I'm just giving my opinion. For me, that is no marriage.
Doctor,
That is commitment. It just pack them to breed, and is the Lord of the Ring, is the king over them.
Dr.
Everybody.
Exter,
Yes.
can I quickly chip in something to what you said and Mr. K? Of course, we understand what marriage, the definition of marriage, okay? And in those days, marriage worked whichever way they want it. Either they marry as many as possible, unlimited wives, or just one. It works then. Fine, there wasn't civilization, but there was enough understanding, home management, care, trust, love. Okay? But now the order has changed. Of course, I will agree with what Mr. K said. Civilization, education, they have bring about positivity and negativity. Okay? But the negativity side is like on the high side than the positivity side. So whichever way the marriage turns on us is how we play it. Believe me, marriages there are like 30% faithful, 70% divorce.
And that is why I'm not going to fault you on that or say I disagree with that, because in those days, like you said, yes, it was working because that's what they know. It's probably a tradition. It's probably I keep saying it's what they know. That's the exposition they have there. Just go to your husband's house. Just be faithful. Just put his food on his table. Say yes anytime he calls. And then he goes to the next room. That's what they know. So I'm not going to criticize old time. They did it. It worked for them. And that's not to say there wasn't any negativity aspect of it too there. If you sit down with your grandmothers, they will tell you stories. They will tell stories that will break your heart sometimes. I'm telling you. It has its own negativity
Of course,
too.
there was, but it wasn't on the high side. Believe me, negativity then, as studied and listening to stories, it's just like 30 to 70. But right now, the opposite is the case. I'm telling you, a time will come, the way it's going now, a time will come, people will not marry again. It will just be like, baby, I just want to have kids. Let me have my kids, and everybody goes their own way.
Let me summarize my position in this. I still believe in marriage.
I believe in one man, one woman marriage. Because as one man, one woman marriage has its pros and cons and its problems. Likewise, one man, many women has its own pros and cons and many problems as well. So if I was asked to choose, which cross do I want to carry? Is it the one where I will be one of many wives to a man? I would choose to be the wife of a man and carry the cross. I'm not saying that the man cannot wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm tired of you, I want to go and marry another person. Sure, it can happen. I'm not that stupid that I don't know that anything can happen. It's man, not God. It's only God that will never change on you. But in summary, I still believe in a man and a woman. And you see, this ideology, this hypothesis that there's so many women out there and less men, I don't believe so. I don't believe that there are too many women out there and very less men out there. No, it's just something that women just use to create a reason to. I don't know. I don't believe so. I believe there's many men, and as much as there are many women out there, I believe so. You have just not been in the maybe right place at the right time, or you have just not met them or seen them, or it's just a myopic way of viewing the world. That's my belief.
We check the birth control. I mean, the birth rate
Esther,
now.
are you
You
married?
see, the population of men is very minute to that
Yes,
of women.
I am.
So definitely that would judge the men ratio to women ratio.
Dr. Esther, education is good, but it has done more or less damage to our custom and tradition. And that is why most marriages crash. Even do not last more than a month before it crashed. But in those days, we have people that were married for 30 years, 40 years, and they all live in peace. There was sanity in the home, unlike what we have now. No one is saying education is not good, but the bad side of it on our custom and tradition is enormous. It's just too much.
There's one thing we are not looking at. Education nowadays is doing good, but when it comes to a home, it's not doing good. Some of the homes. The thing is that because women nowadays we all want to show that we provide the money, we do the same thing. So if the man can take it, he can go. In the olden days, it was not like that, But because we are taking the respect from the men, it's making the divorce very higher. So for me, I would say when I've been married, for example, I'll give you an example. I've been married 2 times. I choose to be married 2 times. And when I first get divorced, I got married when I was 17. And then I said, whoa. One day I wake up and I said, whoa. And when I got divorced and I started a new life, when I met this guy, first day I met him, we got married the next day. And we have been married for almost 16 years. And there's one thing. I say, you live your life. I live my life. I don't cheat on you. You can cheat. You're a man, whatever you do. But don't tell me about it. Don't let me see if I catch you, I cut your dick. And that's it. And we have been friends. We are friends. We talk about every shit. And the marriage is working. So I think that relationship is a discussion, and you two make agreement and you stay in it. Today, women don't want to listen to each other. The woman is sitting in the sofa with a telephone. The man get bored, he cheats. Why don't you just say, okay, I know you are going to cheat. Just marry the woman or just bring her home and let her live. So today women have to start thinking about how to keep her home. What make the man happy? What make me happy? You choose. For me, that's my story. Oh,
There
thank
must be
you.
balance on either side. You're right. There must be balance. Understanding, they must. It's compulsory now. Compulsory and necessary. Without that, believe me, you, nothing can work.
Thank you. That was a very interesting discussion. Everyone have a pleasant day or night or evening. Okay. Thank you.
You
Oh,
too.
enjoy your
You too. You see, most of today's women, we say, no,
Hi,
I don't want my
everybody. I
guy.
came. Hi.
Oh, talk, sweetie. Come in, talk.
I came in to ask this question. Is it true that Oba Ologoshi said he's going to send Baba to jail? Arrest Baba? I'm asking
That's
guys
why we
because
don't. That's
listening,
why we don't
I
know. That's why we don't know
wait.
anything about it.
Okay. I want you guys to listen to this. I'm coming. I'm coming. This is Buki Jesse. She is the one saying. He said next week.
Look at my face and read my lips. Only Joba. One light a lie to bad dowo. Money speak. Eba mi bi Elegushi. One want to ma organize and want to ma arrest. One so pe Elegushi ma arrest Baba ni next week. Eba mi target. Elegushi, look at me very well. This is a statement of facts. It is not a threat. Elegushi, the moment Toba try to arrest Baba yen, I swear with my mother's grave, Ekuli a jenu ya yen, lórí internet. Olórí a wo gbogbo story of your life.
I'm coming. Do you want to listen or can I go ahead or no?
There's nobody talking now, so I think they can just play it.
Okay.
Your first Olóri's life. Everything will come online. Achubugwe, Asheyamayama. Wari won ni rai ni $1 ni kate. Elegushi. Try it. Arrest Baba. Elegushi. Wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà ikú fún ẹ, wọ́n fẹ̀sùn ìpànìyàn pa, wọ́n fi kàn ẹ́. Tẹ́ bá tag Elegushi tí ò bá gbọ́, ẹ bá mi hashtag at ọbẹ̀ Elegushi tó tọrọ perfume lọ́wọ́ Pastor Tobi. Ẹ bá mi hashtag ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa. Ẹ lè imagine. Ọmọ kọ lẹ́tà, wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn àpànìyàn kàn ẹ́. Ọjà tán síbẹ̀ kó kú síbẹ̀. Ọmọ yẹn tún kú. Ọjà. Ẹ cheat ọmọ yẹn. Ẹ tí wọ́n sọ pé fẹ́ arrest Baba. Yes. Elegushi. Ṣọba pé first olórí ò ní tàn re. Elegushi má try ẹ̀. Elegushi, I'm telling you this for free. Má try ẹ̀. Olórí, first olórí ẹ̀, mi sọ̀rọ̀ Hausa ẹ̀ o. First olórí ò ní tàn re. Ò ní fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣí chapters first olórí Elegushi. Imagine.
It's advertised. Guys, I want to say something. What kind of audacity Oba Ologoshi have to arrest Baba for what? You sent people to end his son. You going to send him to arrest him again? For what?
Papariano, are you sleeping?
Papariano, come out.
It's because
Come
we were
and answer
discussing.
this. Because I don't speak Yoruba. Papa, everybody, are you guys sleepy, please?
Susie, you speak Yoruba, right?
I think I heard this last weekend. She did this video last weekend. She said she heard that Elegushi is planning to arrest Baba. And she was like, if he should do that, that won't be funny at all. That every secret of his will be exposed. He's going to like disgrace and in fact eat him up on the spirit of internet. That the secret of his first wife is going to be exposed. That remember, your first wife doesn't have a clean cheat. That she's going to expose what is everything anyway. Everything.
Ah, this one, I'm going to be a YouTuber by force because of this man. This man.
Oh my goodness.
because it's very sad and painful.
I
You
think
want to
that
arrest
it's because they are be threatening this man to go down and he's not going down. So now they are
yes.
trying to find another thing to pin him down on it. I think that's why Paparano have been saying that the people around him to be careful.
It's true.
He need people guiding him have to be careful
My
because
sister, they talk too
all
much.
all they want
What
to
brought
do
about this?
is break him down.
I think what brought about this was when Baba came for this interview on our space last week, when he said his son was killed, and he knew that it was the wife's concubines that set up his son. They were the one coming in to beat his son and at the same time killed him.
Baba even did it. He said king.
Is it not the same? Listen,
so that's why I think that was what brought that. You know, Buki said she heard that those people arranging for Oba himself to arrest people have said it that they're going to arrest Baba himself.
We are waiting.
Yeah, that is that not the reason why Wumi came out to say that Baba will be arrested and blah 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 blah. That's why the
Baba,
Wumi
we are
team
waiting
is
for you.
Wumi's team.
We are waiting for Oba. He should come and arrest Baba.
But guys, let's keep it cool because I think that the legal team will be able to do something. And Paparano, please.
We don't have anything to say on this right now because there is nothing that has been done, no action, nothing.
We don't have anything.
We still have something to say because this is very sad.
The reason is that
we
if you
have not
have
seen anything to hold on to, there is no evidence of arrest. Nothing
there's no
has been
yes, that's the
nothing
thing.
you can see and
But we
read.
don't have to discuss it. We don't have to discuss it
Rumor.
because
It is just a rumor, so we don't have anything to hold on to it.
it's just that Baba should be careful with all
I want to know, is it only
Antras.
him is a king in Lagos State? They have a lot of king. There is one king, Black Beauty, like this. Is it only Oba is a king? Why they mention king is affecting him?
Which Oba's name was on the petition?
Muntala, I don't know his name.
So that's it. Hence the
The
reason for
Oba
the
who have his
reaction.
name on the petition is the one with the with all the problems. Okay. Buy what?
Oba, you did. If you did it, like Mubad would never came out and mention your name. You did. Now he's died, like he's dead. So are you expecting his dad to keep quiet? If it's you, are you going to keep quiet? No. Because of his poor. Oba, wallahi, fear God. God is watching you. You're and yeah, like you're like.
Okay,
There's
Queen
many
T.
people around Baba. It's true, Papariano. Now I'm going to agree. They talk too much. Talk. They don't have secret. They don't have secret. Something they sit down going to do it secret because like Wumi and her team never came out and say, "Oh, we are going to do this. We are going to do that." Blah blah. Like it's crazy.
You know what? This topic is for another day. We are discussing something before you came in, so you have to continue
Okay,
with us.
you guys go ahead with that. I'm ready
Okay.
to.
You have to talk or you have to bring your own mind.
Okay.
So Matilda, are you sleeping?
I'm not sleeping. I've been listening. I'm busy a little bit.
Okay, I was going to say chip in.
I've been listening to all the conversations since And I try to, to kick against the one that Lady Susie said that she's going to tell her husband to bring somebody in, which I'm
Yeah.
very sure that it's not, if you say it, you just say it's not, how will I say, it's not deep down from in you that you are telling your husband to do that. And not,
Yeah.
not even in this generation that we are talking about. What we accepted from our husband, majority of us from 70s, that is what we got from our parents, especially our mothers. We were taught, we were told that hold on to your husband, especially people that come from decent family, that
Yeah.
they train us to be faithful to our husband no matter what. Those are the people that you can tell that to, not this generation. That is the reason why we are having a lot of issue of single mom outside there. And the major thing that I used to tell people is, if only we as mothers and parents, we can train our children, we can encourage our children just to stay the way, to be faithful and to have, like as Dr. Esther said, it's a commitment, for them to have that commitment in marriage. Marriage is a school of thought that it's not just about getting there to go and give birth to children. It's a
Okay, this
commitment
voice
between
sounds
both
like
parents.
Madam Aniki Shaya. Are you the same person?
Yes, I am.
Oh, the name changed.
I know this is my second account. So, like I was saying, the upbringing matters. Sorry, upbringing to our children matters. How we train them, that makes them to when we train them to have fear of God, and even we as parents, as a role model, is what we do that our children wants to do. But even this generation, what we can accommodate, they don't want to accommodate it. We are the one that keep saying in the 70s that they gave birth to us. We saw the way our parents behaved to our fathers. Like one of my, my auntie, when she got married, the husband is a little bit promiscuous. That kind of person that even when the husband, for the fact that she knows that the husband is a little bit promiscuous, when the man is going outside, that even want to go and meet the girlfriends, you see this my auntie will put money in his pocket. Go out and enjoy yourself. Do you know what happened? When and my auntie happens to be the third wife, if I'm not mistaken. Out of the rest of the wife, it's my auntie that enjoyed that man mostly, because the son, the husband happened to be a contractor. Somebody just want to help them and say he's a contractor. So one man just came all of a sudden and say, I've been seeing you, you're a good man, you do this, you do, and I want to help you. Can you tell me, can you just give me one of your sons that I can help, just to send him abroad, blah, 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 like that. Do you know, is that my auntie's son that the husband, released for that man? And that's my uncle that has been here for the past 40 years here in US. He came here to school to study. That's how that's how my auntie got the favor from the husband. Who among all those young ones can do that now? Even for you to say that you are accepting another wife, do you know what that kind of, the person that is coming in, do you know what the person have in mind? Do you know the intention of that person?
Yeah, that's right.
That's why mostly people, even in the olden days, they have that fear in them too. Like you face your children, even if your husband get married to 2 different wives, the wife are going to face their children. They still have different issues, spiritual battles here and there. Not now. This generation doesn't want to go through that kind of stress. They don't want their children to start. They even they will tell you it's their mother that is praying for them. Even for the fact that their parents say, "I want you to
get married too." This generation do not want to get married.
They don't want to.
They have different mindset. They want to be baby mamas.
And even the one that want to stay, one way or the other. I see it as I saw it vice versa anyway, because you will see a woman that loves a man, and the man doesn't really love the woman. When you see a man that is so faithful, that kind of a man is not going to meet a faithful woman. I used to ask God why. If I'm faithful now, I'm supposed to get married to somebody that is faithful too. But you will not meet somebody that is faithful like you. The same thing to man. If any man is committed to a woman, showing that kind of person the love, being faithful to that woman, you will notice that that man is not going to see a faithful woman. I don't know why that is happening. That's a sample of what is happening between Mohbad and this lady, Wunmi. So many women outside there. They're looking for
Wunmi's own. Wunmi is having longer truth. That's the problem.
Understandable. Well, I'm still saying it. Apart from that, maybe because she's a street girl, what I want to bring out from that aspect is that the kind of genuine love God wants a man to give to the wife. That is the genuine love that Mohbad gave to this girl. That's why they used to say one proverb like that, like, he who have heads has no cap, and who have caps have no heads. One man's meat is another man's poison. There are some other ladies outside there that they want faithful man like Mohbad. Because they are faithful, they will not meet somebody like Mohbad. There's some other women there outside there that for the fact that they are too rash, they are crazy women, they are the kind of woman that even the husband will love, and even all the family members, they will love that kind of woman. Meanwhile, some women they will be so faithful, they will be caring to the family, to husband's family, but still the love is not there for them. They are not acceptable in that family. Why is it happening? We cannot question God. That was why that question that they asked, is it every woman that's supposed to be married? No. It's never a crime. It's not a sin. If a woman doesn't have any man, it's not a sin. That doesn't make you to be a useless person. That doesn't make you to be like, okay, God is not on your side. Only that some women like that, they try their best to be under somebody, but the nature doesn't accept them. That doesn't make them to be nobody. That doesn't mean that they cannot achieve what they ought to achieve in life. But the bone of contention is what we can accept. This generation cannot accept it. That's why we mothers, we need to train our children right from home, so that they will know the importance of marriage, the culture, and everything that they are going to meet in marriage. Like, we need to let them know marriage is not that easy, it's not that rosy. It's a lesson that they need to learn.
Quickly add something to what you just said now, man. Just like you said now. Believe me, most of the training, I mean, let me put it this way. The Gen Zs right now, most of this useless and wayward life they live now, believe me, it all came through the parents. Let me put it that way. Because the training they were given by their parents reflects what they do now. Okay, let's take the widow, for example, the life she lives. You know, I'm taking her for general, you know, just because we know what is happening. I'm not accusing her or whatever. Of course, we all know what is happening, but I just want to use her as an example. Now, just the way she's been, you know, messing up and doing everything. Who is behind her? Who is encouraging her? The mother. Even from the elder sister, she stated it, right? That everything that happened is from the mother. And what is happening to her, the consequences and everything she's experiencing right now, is because of what the mother, the way she has been trained and how the mother has been encouraging her, isn't it? So most of the things the Gen Z does now, it's from their parents, okay? If you see better society, go back home, you will know it starts from our individual homes. But if we see the society being battered and going chaos, awkward every day, go back home, check it out. It all starts from us individually. Before you can make a better society, we make a better home. Believe me, you. Okay, imagine the parents, imagine the mothers of both sides. You can imagine who is encouraging who is supporting who, at what level. You see someone, your 1-year-old girl, you see them fixing eyelashes, putting on nails, tying heavy wigs on their kids because they want to celebrate. Who are they showing off to? Who? A girl of, I mean, a 1-year-old girl. You are fixing nails, putting on eyelashes, you know. It all starts from us. Everything starts from us. The Gen Z will be telling you, yeah, Gen Z niwa, Gen Z niwa. They put on ordinary brown bikini going out to clubs, or they say, yeah, they're going to their friends. And you say, oh, you are looking gorgeous, my sweetheart. What kind of gorgeousness is that? And at the end of the day, when they are being raped by the road, you start shouting. Believe in you. We have to train. The way our home parents trained us is different from the way we are training our children now. We are talking about, yes, education, civilization. No.
Let me support you.
I'm trying to back you up for what you said.
Like that, no. Let me support you. That is why the Bible said, if you see a righteous nation, it is the women in that nation, because they're the one that produce the generation of that nation. And if you want to see an unrighteous, unruly, decayed nation, look at the women of that nation. I just want to interject that. Please keep on talking.
Like, it's not every woman who is from a home like that.
Sorry, voice of Ghana, can I say something? Can I? Sorry,
yes,
sorry.
Like, say something.
What NG Room said, you know, is from home. Even what Dr. Esa was trying to say, something that when you see something good is from home, or the woman is she's the backbone of everything. But that's why I said we women, we have a long way to train our children. Not only the ladies. This is only both our guys and the ladies. I remember when we were small, you know, our parents are so proud of us. Marriage makes our parents to be proud. You know, when you want to say you want to get married, they want to engage you, your parents will be, you know, they are so proud of it, proud of you that you want to be married, upon not that you have done something. But these days, you will see all those Gen Z, or what do they call themselves? They don't even bother. They don't bother about marriage. I used to tell my daughter, I say, tell me, since you have entered this country, how many, don't let me call them, they say they don't like them calling that name. How many, I would like call them African Americans, did you see that is getting married? Genuine marriage. How many? They don't count it. They believe they can have one, they can have, or they call them baby mama, or what do they call them? They don't care about that. They like it. Baby father. They like that name.
Let me
Because
give
that's their
an
nature.
an
I'm
experience.
sorry, ma. I'm sorry, ma. Wait,
Okay, sorry.
I just want to bring out one point that
Okay.
most of this thing is coming from we women. We are the one that's supposed to train our children. I used to remember then that when you get married, they will say the night of your wedding, they will tell you and your husband to be in a room, and they will say what is the outcome. That the parents will be happy that your husband met you as a
God bless
virgin.
you. God
This
bless you,
one,
ma.
they
I
met
was
you as a
getting to that
virgin.
point.
Where is that virginity? And do you know that our people still they want that they people that are still that still believe in that virgin of a thing. It's only on ladies. They used to they act on it. And I used to tell them, what of men? What of our guys? How many of us are telling our guys, our boys, that you must be a virgin before you get married? Because we don't tell them the
Speedy, I
implications.
did though. My son got married as a virgin,
Because
and the woman cheated. So I divorced them. I divorced the woman.
Because because we don't tell them the implication of sleeping around, even as a man. Sleep around as a man is by sharing your glory with different people. But they will say we are putting religion into it. People will say, if they don't taste it, how will you know how it tastes? There's a lot of implication in it.
Exactly. I just didn't want to go the religious way. I would have said all those, Can I interject you now, man? Just
Go
a minute.
ahead, man.
Yes, go ahead. I hope I'm not making, my background is not so noisy. I'm trying to cook here at the same time with the ACs making noise. So, when I was young,
Sorry, mommy, Esther, I want to correct that impression. I did not tell you they are not married. How many of them, if they are getting married, they get married after they are putting back to bed, and they don't get. If you see them getting married, they get married maybe after they might have married one or two men before they will not go and stick to one man.
yes, ma,
They don't count it.
I've not even commented on what you said.
No, I'm talking about somebody writing comments in the comment section saying that the African Americans they get. I'm not disputing they don't get married. They get married, but not they don't. How many of them are? I would say don't let me just say percentage that stick to their man, the man of their youth that they gave birth to.
Yeah.
How many?
You see, marriage is not in today's generation. Marriage is nothing to them anymore, and it breaks my heart. My daughter, I can boastfully say that my daughter, almost 30, and she's a virgin. I can boastfully say it. Okay, and I'm raising my men. I have one daughter. I'm raising my men as a king raised by a queen, that one day they will take a wife and that wife will be a queen, and the wife will testify that yes, I'm married to a king that was raised by a queen. You're going to treat your wife well, you're going to love her, and that's what I'm imbibing in my children, in my boys. They're engineers, they're doctors, they're not married, but I know that what I have inculcated in them, hopefully and prayerfully, it will stay in them. They will go after one woman and they will make a queen of that woman, and they will be faithful, hopefully, prayerfully. I was going to tell a story. When I was young, my mother had a friend. That friend, very beautiful woman. She was a second wife to her husband. The first wife in that family that she got married to was actually the friend of my mom. But because we are family friends, my mom couldn't because my mom is the only wife of my father. She couldn't reject her, so they were friends. There was one day, because I'm very close with my mom, we talk like friends sometimes. There was one day my mom was telling me, she was in shock. She was telling me that woman, the second wife, was telling her that hey, there's a gay bar that she goes to, she does women too. She was in shock. And it occurred to me that even as at that time, I'm talking about some I'm talking like about some 40 something years ago, or about 40 years ago. If a woman can have, a mother can have such mentality, what kind of children will she raise? Tell me. And we are surprised at where we are today. If doing that is nothing, is fun, is normal, as at that time, imagine what it is in the mind of our children today. But we can only be prayerful over training these children. We can only continue to instill moral in them, even though there's moral decadence. There's no morality anymore. There is no virgin anywhere anymore, almost. I'm telling you. Any man.
My daughter is a virgin
Praise
and
the
a
Lord.
lawyer. Will you?
And I believe you.
And a lawyer.
Mine is one too. I give glory to God.
Trying to say that give your son to my daughter. I'm trying to arrange marriage.
That'll be nice, Stop it. Stop backing. Pluto, stop backing. I'm on the phone. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. That even though the society has decayed, and it has nothing to do with whether I'm married or unmarried, I'm just saying it the way it is. We women, I trained my daughter. I said, there's a man for you out there. You don't have to be a second wife to anybody. You're a queen. You will find him. Let's tell our children that. Don't let us give them the idea that there's no man. There's so many girls out there, so you can just be one of the wives. Don't let us put it in their hearts like that. It will devalue them. It will reduce their self-esteem. I believe, I tell every woman I come across, not only my daughter, there's a man out there for you. Don't believe that there's no man, or women are 10 men are owned after one man. It's what you believe that you will get. So I just want to say that, Sha. Please go ahead.
It's not what you believe.
Dr. Esther, let me come in. Okay, this is Susan here. It's like a lot of people misunderstood what I said, but you people are getting to understand, what I mean by me, Susie, can accept a second wife for my husband. I'm glad you people are getting there. It's upbringing, okay? I was born in early 80s, okay? So I can consider myself half Gen Z or half not Gen Z, you understand? But I got married at the age of 21. I'm married already. I'm making decisions in my house because of my family background. That is the part of training we are talking about. For me, since I got married 20-something years ago, I believe in what we parents teach our children, and that is what is keeping my marriage till today. In my 20-something years in marriage, I don't think I've taken my trouble to anybody to having misunderstanding with my husband, take it to a family member or a sister or children to come in between me and my husband. That is part of training, because when I was a child, my mom's best language for me, like when you tell kids story that she always tell me, when you get married, when you grow up and get married, make sure when you have a problem with your husband, make sure that problem do not cross your bedroom, out of your room out. Once you let it cross out of your bedroom, then you're going to have a problem. And my mom keep on saying this to me, till I grew up to become a girl, married to have a home. And that method has worked for me. I never have a third party into my marriage, not in any circumstances for a third person to come into my marriage. And I have a girl, and that is what I teach my girl. I have a son, That is what I teach my son. So part of me accepting a second wife, which I don't have, is part of my training. My mommy keep tell me, instead of you leaving your husband to be outside, it's rather you let that thing outside come closer to you, then you know where your problem is coming from. And sometimes when you let that thing come closer to you, you will know whether this thing is not harmful or it's harmful. These are the part of training I have. It's not because I don't have respect for a marriage or I don't know what marriage means. I know exactly what marriage means, but this is part of training. So there's a different ways that we train our children, and that's my own part of training, and that is what brought me to where I am today. I have one husband. I've not left my husband. I'm still with him. We are still together since I got married. I haven't gone nowhere, and I'm not going anywhere soon, but if it permits, and hey, a serious relationship start outside, instead of me leaving that person outside, you can come home, okay? And maybe you feel that seeing my husband outside, maybe I'm enjoying a lot or I'm suffering a lot. If he's suffering, I'm suffering a lot. Let that woman come in and join the suffering with me. If I'm enjoying, let her come so that we can enjoy the enjoyment together. So it's part of my training. It's not that I'm trying to change things about marriage. It's just all part of training. So it's training from parents come in a different form, and for me, that's my training, and it has really worked for me. And, you can't train a child to be fighting a man. You train a child when you have problem in your marriage, find a way to make it work. You can train a child. You can't train a child to go after her husband. Once you see him with a man, you go fight him. No, that's not the proper training, so it's all bust out on training, so that's my own training. I'm talking whatever I say to anybody this evening is part of my training in life, and I'll definitely extend that to my kids because it has worked for me for the past how many years in my marriage, So that's what I had to add to what you guys are saying about training,
Susan, I think that I have the same upbringing. That's why I am like I am. Because, I grew up with my dad having 2 wives, and we had a very beautiful home until the other one moved to be in Benin because she wanted to be close to her mom, and then the other one became wicked. But as I'm sitting here, I think that all those things have taught me to be a better person. And I got married as a 17 years old, and I don't think that I had problem with it, because in the beginning I was having problem with my husband following other women, and I was just don't know how to tackle it as a 17 years girl married. But when I got married as a 26-year-old, I think that fits it better. And that's the reason why I made agreement with my husband. Listen, you can do whatever you want. I never want to cheat on you. I never do it behind you. But you do whatever you are because you are a man. You decide what you are. I make much money. I have my 3 businesses, so I don't need any money from a guy. But my husband spoiled me, of course. But the thing is that I just don't want to wake up and hear me in my ears. So I want my husband to be happy. Like my dad used to say, happy man, happy home. So happy wife, happy home. So I make him happy, he make me happy, and we all go all happily. So that's my choice, my decision, and I love it. So we all have the way we want our lives to go. So that's the way we want our choices, and we live by it.
And I respect everybody's choices. Susie, for justice, I respect your choice. At the end of the day, from all this discussion, we are coming with a different training, different expositions and experiences. Even two brothers that grew up in the same home, they can never be the same. So everybody has come with different experiences. Life experiences has taught us, different lessons, and we come together and we share. I respect everyone's lessons and experiences. I mean, everybody has, at the end of the day, is working towards having a good life, a peaceful life, a joyful life. I believe that's the ultimate goal for everyone. And if there is a divorcee, I'm going to respect him or her too, because whatever it is that made them one is also an experience. I'm not going to look down on them, and I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to see it as the experience they had. You don't know whatever it is that might have caused that to happen. That's the way I look at life. That's the way I look at life.
In fact, in
Yeah,
addition to
something to
what I
say.
said earlier, my submission earlier, sorry, voice of, let me quickly, in addition to what I was saying before, in those days, back then, we were always like so eager, like, this virginity must stand till that last day, and then I could remember our parents will also be eager too. Hey, don't let this lady disgrace me. Don't let this lady disgrace my family. Hey, that night, they will be, I think they will all be present there, awaiting the good news from the husband. How far? Sometimes they could even bring maybe a cloth or whatever to bring out the lining, okay? Like, okay, she's a virgin, there will be chants, eulogies, everywhere will be like, yes, that is that family. They will always make reference to such a family. And even ladies, we will always want to like keep ourselves intact. No, I must not disgrace myself. I must not disgrace my family. Blah, 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 blah. But believe me, now, you'll be hearing, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni mi ò lè roko, mi ò lè roko. I'm like, what is mi ò lè roko? Mi ò lè mama ṣagbo. Mi ò lè mama roko, kí ma roko. What is that? And another thing, it is these days we're always like, what is your body count? Body count, bibo. There was nothing like body count then. What is body count? Who is counting? What are you counting? But here you, with pride, they'll tell you, my body count, believe me, I can't even count. I can't say. Some will say maybe like 50 something. Kilo de, shogun laye ni. There is no dignity, no respect, no integrity, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everything is just, it has gone under the ground. You always, in fact, I won't be surprised when some other girls like that are children for that. Like, mom, that's my third boyfriend. The other one is, what? Third boyfriend, at what age? Everything is just off.
Age of 13, they start.
Believe
in
me.
Europe, age of 13.
Oh no, yeah. I don't know. Believe me, I don't know if everything could go back to normal, because even our children right now, you can hardly speak to them. You say, mommy, that was in your days. Now we cannot do that. We can't admit all that shit. What is shit? No, we can't admit that shit though. No. Believe me, even you as the parent, you can hardly advise your kids. They'll be telling you, no, those are your days, don't bring that again. In fact, you disturb me too much. Sometimes you even tell your kids, hello, you can't even say hello to me. Say, come on, we've already chatted. What else do you want me? I already sent you a chat on phone. What else do you want me to say? Is that all? Yeah. Okay, you can hardly. I don't know if this.
I think
if they could just change back the hands of time, which I don't think is possible.
I think that is their time now, you know. I have my last daughter. She's 18 years, and her 18 years. When she was 10, we made agreement. So it means she have to hold that agreement till she's 18 years. Then she can break it. And that agreement, we bought some rings, and then we pour some liberation. I told her that in Africa culture we have to pour liberation, and if she break the liberation, if she break it, it means that she is going to make the forefathers very mad. And this is the small lie I lie for her, for my 3 girls here. And you know what? They hold it. They hold it till they pass 18 years. So it makes other kids love my kids, to be around them and take them out and all that. Now they are all having their dreams. So it's the way it is, you know. How do you train your kids, and what do you try to tell them? Even though you are living in Europe, let's do it so that your life will be better. Okay, teenage pregnancy is this, and then this and this is the consequences of life. And then men are always going to be men, but you know what? When you clock 18, that's the time you get a good one. The beautiful one are now getting born, and then you have to wait. It depends how it tells. Most of African mothers in Europe, they forget to teach their children culture, and that's the problem the kids have. If I slap your face with my hands, you go draw. So it's us. The culture, we have to send it villa. That's the reason why our culture, the kids are forgetting our culture and our identity. That is the problem we are having. Me, every year I post it to Ghana. You go learn, come back. We have to learn the culture too. So let's try to teach our culture to our kids, the dummy and the good. So they'll be good. Because the way you bring up the child is the way the child is going to be. If you want the child to stand and slap the face, I saw a kid slapping the mother. I hold the kid hand and said, next time you slap your mother again, I'll go slap your face. The white woman was looking at me. And then I told her, in Africa, kids don't beat their moms. But the kid was African kid. The mom is white. The father is black. You see. So we have to start teaching our kids too. Because the teaching, we are not teaching. The upbringing, we are not teaching them. That's why they can kill their husbands and stay. And say, me, who is Baba? Who is Baba? The man who gave birth to the man. We are asking who? You back by me. Nanka, Juana will cock by me. You'll be threatening your father-in-law. Is the upbringing we are giving the kids today. Me, if you marry my son, you cheat. Me, I'll come and pack you out. I divorce you. Finish. Because it's me who is going to pay your bride price. So let's change our ways and let the men also marry us with peaceful. And let them have peace of mind. Make agreements with your wives. If you want to cheat, it's better to bring the woman home. If your wife don't want it, please don't bring it home. Or if you bring it home, you divorce you. But you have to make an agreement with your wife if you want to have plenty wives. But today women, they are not ready for marriage. They want to be baby mamas. They want to have their freedom, to be able to go to discotheque, be able to shake their ass, able to do their bum and do their bim with nobody talking about it. That's what they want to do. If you try to correct them, they say you talk too much. So we have to do it how best we can. Yeah, finish talking. Who is sleeping? Engine room. Come now. Engine room. Oh, Mark Pamio. Guys, are you all going to quiet? Dr. Esther, come in. Me, I finished talking. Guys.
Okay. Yeah, I think we did a very good exposition about marriage, different marriage settings, marriage in the of our fathers, our grandmothers, and the difference now. If you realize all what we've been saying is just expositions about these phases, different phases, and timeline of marriage, and I believe it's been interesting. It's been interesting.
God help us. God help us. God help our generation and the generation to come, because I don't even know the kind of training this Gen Z we give to their own children. I'm afraid. Maybe by then they'll be walking naked. And there won't be any roof over their head anymore. Everywhere they go, they just do the pum pum pum, and that's it.
They're doing like they do in what is Jamaica?
No more house. No
more house.
Oh my goodness. No roof to even cover the what's it called?
See, engine room.
Whatever.
You see, engine room. When you talk about the Gen Z, it's not all about Gen Z. Some parents, you cannot say Mama Wumi belong to the Gen Z world. No, Mama Wumi. Mama Wumi is hold on. Mama Wumi is not even, maybe she wasn't born
She's not a good example.
in the 60s. She's not a good example to those who was born probably in late 60 or early 70. Okay, so she's not a good example. We cannot say Mama Wumi belongs to the Gen Z. Hold on, listen, I'm listening. It's not all about Gen Z. You understand? It's all about, sometimes it's what you teach your children from home. You understand? It is the way you teach your children. When we understand one language, it's our parents. This is a mother that gave back to her kids and she's gone. You understand? She will go on and surface maybe after 10 years, after 15 years. Karimo is lucky to have sense. From the way she talks, she had this sense of human in her, because she went through hell. You understand? And that is what made her who she is. Probably if Karimo have had the chance to have a bond with her mom the way Wumi have, Karimo will not turn out to who she is today. You can tell by men looking at Karimo. Karimo is a gold digger, is a go-getter. You understand? Somebody that struggled to become who she is. But Wumi, she was not shown that way, So sometimes we parents is the upbringing. It doesn't have to be the Gen Z. So many children. I have my son that is a Gen Z regime. She was born during the Gen Z regime. You are on the phone with me sometimes when I talk to him. You see somebody that is almost sees something foot, that can carry me with one hand and throw me one side. When you see me talking to him, he will never look up and look at me. He's a man. You understand? Doing things, making money for himself, working, earning money for himself. But when I talk to him, he look at me in his face. You imagine a grown man like that, when he get his paycheck, he tell me what is in his paycheck. He tell me what he want to do. He tell me his plan. So it's part of the upbringing. You've been on the phone with me on several occasions with me and my daughter, So it's the way we parents. It's not all about Jersey. It's we parents, Is it okay that a child will shout at you at public and you say, somebody want to intervene? A mother that don't take that from their children want to intervene. Why will you let your daughter do that to you in public? The mother will say, oh no, don't mind her. That is how she behave. Then it's part of the training for your little child to come to public and shout at you, and another mother wants to intervene. No, you can't do that. And you say, no, don't mind her. That's how she behave. So what is the problem? Is because majority of us are become westernized. We want to behave, we want to become more western than western itself. You understand? And that is what is bringing all these things. You can imagine a child in Nigeria that has never crossed to Cotonou before. In fact, what they know about America, about the Western world, you that lives in the Western world, you don't know it proper. You don't check your children. You leave your children to go away with some things. You leave your children at 13 years old. They are beginning to grow breasts and butts. That time is time that you need to put a check eye on the kids. But Nigeria, you see them with long nails and long that. Some parents, they feel that is being rich. You understand? To contain your child and stop your child from carrying that, or for carrying a handbag that an adult is supposed to carry. You see, a 17 years old girl, 18 years old girl carrying it. You understand? It's part of rich. I am rich is competition. So it's upbringing that is bringing this in. Nobody's child is born to be naughty, to be stubborn, to become a shower, to become a drug dealer, to become a street person. Nobody. It's we parents that causes it majority of the time. Because we give them the life that is not real. You show them the life that is not real, and they pick it off from there. I have a routine in my home. Monday through Friday, you have your phone. You go to school, as you are coming back, walking on the door, through the door, you submit your phone. You have a time to watch TV. But some people don't do that. So kids are like, they go from grade to grade. When they do something and you don't check them right away, the next time they will move up. You don't check them, they move up. Before you know, it go out of hand. I have my children, none of them have tattoo. None of them pierce their nose and their ear. You understand? Do they belong to the society? Are they not Americans? They are still Americans. So all these things that we are saying this evening, upbringing. If you want your child to become a Gen Z, then you create the foundation for them. No child is bigger than his mom. Burna Boy as he is today, the reason why Mama Burna Boy is following him everywhere he goes is the only person, she's the only person that can check Burna Boy, because Burna Boy has a very, very bad hot temper, and the moment he gets in that mood, he understands one language for his mother. He slap. The moment the mother will slap him, his head will reset. You know, so how many of us is doing that now? How many of us is doing that? Having a Burna Boy as your son? No, it's I'm just asking question. How many of us would do it as having not we now that I'm talking to is a general question. How many people can do that now? Having a superstar like a Burna Boy and he want to misbehave, you get up and slap him. No, a lot of people don't do it anymore. But you see, it's all this problem we are having in this world today is from parents. You know, there's a proverb that says when the fish is wet, you can bend it the way you want it. When a fish is curved and dry, if you want to crack it, to bend it straight, they all will break into pieces. So, you know, all this training begins from home, you know. So it's us parents, you know. So when we say Gen Z, I won't look at my kids and say they are Gen Z, you understand? There's a name you don't call your kids, you understand, you know? So I would say my kids are Gen Z. That doesn't make them, to not be the civilizing kids or something. No, it's not that they are not social, they are not anti-social. But that word Gen Z, no, I will not give it to them, you know? So it all depends on us anyway. So that's my little submission. We should all keep on doing what we are doing. For some of us that our kids still remember traditions and remember to respect their parents, we shouldn't stop. And we have any opportunity, we should keep on campaigning, put it out there, you know, and see who will pick it and who will use it, you know. So it's a good discussion anyway.
Susie, I have said this earlier, maybe you were not listening. I used Wumi as an example and also her mom. That's why I said maybe you were not listening when I was citing the example. I used Wumi as an example. I said, that was when I said this training starts from home, from our individual home. I said that earlier. And that's why I said, see, aside, you know, these parents, they've done their own path. They've read their ABC to Z, right? The next generation start from us right now. And if we can't even control our own children, how much more our children being in control of their own children too? So that's why I quoted it and stated it as Gen Z generation. If in our own presence, we could imagine and see everything going right. No, not everyone. No. I just generalize it. Okay? I try generalize it because if you want to talk about responsible home now, out of 100%, it's going to be a ratio 2:8. Okay? That's 20:80. But believe me, the general version of it is like out there, the population in a mess is more than the population being in check. Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just like, that's why I put it out there, like, this Gen Z generation, how are they going to be dressing? How are they going to train their children? Maybe by then they'll be walking naked. And believe me, there won't be roof over their head to even respect that sacred, that sacred entity we have been, nurturing all this while. We've been respecting. It will get to a stage like maybe by the bus stop, in the car, it's even happening right now. By the bus stop, in the car, T-junction, anywhere.
And you know all these things started Western world, started by watching all these reality shows that is just on the TV and they begin to practice it live. I remember when I was a kid, when I watch all this Indian movie, you understand, it puts me in a different way I think about life. I think life is totally like that, you understand? I thought that, when you come to America, the dollar is in the street for you to pick. beginning to practice all these things in real life, and now they are getting themselves into trouble. You understand? It's all this over, it's like there's who was I talking to that day? And I said, we from Africa, we came from a place of culture and tradition. That when we get into this Western world, we seem to forget where we come from. In fact, we are more Western than the Western themselves. You understand the way we behave sometimes is totally awkward, because we are in a place that we don't really have culture. This land this strange land where we live, no culture. We don't have culture. And we're beginning to copy them. We forget of where we come from. And what's the result of that? The result of this Gen Z who watch this so-called opera movie from afar, and they are there putting this into practice. That is what is happening, But we, the parents, who can do better, keep on talking, Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the conversation. I'm grateful, and I hope you all have a nice evening. It's 3:45, and I have to go to bed. 4 a.m. So I have to go to bed.
Great
So
night rest, okay?
Okay.
oh, thank you.
Have a good night rest.
Okay.
Thank
You
you,
have a
everyone.
nice day. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Love
Everyone
you.
as well. I hope you say
Barbara, no, good night. I love you
Bye. See
too.
you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Everybody. Papa, everybody is gone though. Room, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so what's the topic? People are still here. Papa is gone to bed. So what's new today? What's going? What's new?
What do you want to discuss here? When the host is snoring where he is.
The host is snoring.
He's already in class 22 now.
Even the auntie that is keeping his life alive has left.
Who
His
is not
moderator. His
who is that?
moderator has gone, and
And Mama Nikishaya.
yes, Mama Nikki.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, she's the one moderating for him when he's sleeping. I think she did all night, almost all night last night. Yeah, we are not a good moderators. Let him come up and bring topic. We are still awake. We Americans. We are still 100% awake. Huh?
What topic do we talk about?
What's new? Me, I'm after Nigerian police anyway. Nigerian police, for me, they connive with them who need to bite Mubad. Their actions is beginning to show that they have something to do with the death of Mubad.